did not feel well.
Yo. Hiyo, thanks for the sub, buddy. Congratulations on passing. Don't worry, it's a Millie song. It's a Millie song. You're gonna be okay. Dude, I might low-key go eat an entire like tomato or something. My stomach hurts and I think it's because I ate bad food for lunch. And I think the way to fix it is by eating something clean. I also need to go to the store after the stream today. And I can't forget. No, I didn't think I was gonna have time to go to the store before a stream. Because I wanted to take a nap after work because I was very tired. So I took a nap and then I didn't go to the store and then I ordered food. And I ate the food that I ordered and I don't feel well now. I hate that my body like can't do like takeout anymore, man. It just doesn't, it can't tank it anymore. Yo, what's up, Aries? Welcome in. I'll feel better soon. I will. I just shouldn't have eaten what I ate. That's all. What did I order? I ordered Wendy's. Low key, the Godot fast food, but I shouldn't have eaten it. I can't eat one time. Like fast food one time kills me. I understand if I like McDonald's 2 times in a row, I deserve every fate that I have coming to me. But one time, I ate super clean yesterday. I eat it one time and I get sick. That's a bummer. I guess it's like permanently off the list, man. It's kind of a bummer. I like Wendy's. Did I order? It's the like the Asiago Ranch Chicken Club. It's a chicken. It's like a fried chicken sandwich with like a little bit of the bacon and Asiago cheese. It's really good. I really like it, but I think it's just not for me anymore. I think I just can't. My body has said no. Said no more of those. So I might go eat like a bell pepper real quick. Maybe that'll like reset the like pH balance of my stomach or whatever. I don't know. You sure it was the food? 100%. 100% yes. I'm 100% sure it was the food. I think I just got like a really weak stomach and I gotta keep eating clean everything. I think the chicken is better than other chains. That's fair. Usually I have to make music, but I've done that, so need a logo. Do we need? I need some sound effects if that's like your thing. I don't know if that's your thing or not. I tasked it to Pyom, but not sure. Do we need a logo? Probably, but I might let Rasati take the first pass at that if they're up to it, because they designed the background too. So maybe like for cohesion's sake. I also have to be careful because I just realized the Godot Wild Gem, like the team size is limited to 5. So I can have Pyom, Toast, Rasati, Cobalt, and myself, but I literally can't have anyone else help us now, which is kind of funny. I guess Pyom technically hasn't. They've been busy with exams and stuff, so like technically they haven't contributed. So we're only at 4, like for legal reasons, even though I want Pyom, obviously. Kind of an interesting situation. I do need to get my water though, and I don't know where I put it. Has anyone seen my water? They were all called Versati, so I thought it was one person. I think that'll hold up in court, yeah. I don't see why it wouldn't. Your Honor, they had the same screen name. You can't fake that. I record gold sounds this morning with coins. I sent it in the thread. Wait, really? Hold up. God, I love your folly work, Pyom. It's so sick. The one where you went outside and legitimately punched dirt. Oh my god, you put a bunch in the thread. Wait, what the fuck? Oh. They're all beautiful. They're all beautiful. I bet I can do a way to like randomize which one. I can like play more than one at once and like randomize which one gets picked or something. That might work. Okay, I need to get my water and then we can start doing stuff. Stream starting soon, the screen says. Yeah, I'm still setting up a little bit. It takes a little bit of time to get everything, get all the buttons in the right spot, make sure everything does the thing. Hydrate? Yeah. Back off to uni, but good luck. Oh, did you see Rosati's message about doing the chatter? I think I would want that too. But yeah, good luck at... Go to college is more important than me. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab my water. Poisoned. Aha! Yo, booyah! What's up, buddy? How are you? How are you? How was your week off? Your vacation? I don't really know if it was a vacation or not. I just saw the thing in the Discord that said you weren't going to be online for a little bit. Hey, yo, we got to hang like IRL soon. We hung out that one time and it was fun as hell. And then we're like, yeah, we should hang out again. And then we did the thing where you were both adults and you like agreed in the ethereal plane where like things don't mean anything and words don't matter or whatever. And we never saw each other ever again. I moved this Sunday very far away from me. Oh no. I'd say let's hang out this weekend, but bad news about my current workload of things. It's a game jam week, I fear. Also, that's okay, because in Tokyo, in Japan in general, everything is 30 minutes away from everything else, so it's probably going to be okay. Congrats on finding an apartment, though, or a new, I don't know if you found an apartment or what, but congrats on finding a new place. I've been searching for months and I haven't found shit. That's okay. It's going to be okay. Completely agree. Last day of work is tomorrow. Congratulations, brother. Living the dream. I'm so excited for you. That's awesome. I wish you the best on your journey, and I apologize for any influence that I had over it. Okay. We pull up the checklist because I don't remember what we were doing. Despite the fact I worked on this literally one day ago, I then went to my actual job and did that coding. The thing I've been working on for like weeks though at work, I finally got it into like the ready state. And as soon as I did, all of the collective like stress and everything that I've been putting myself under for no... Shout out to my job. This is entirely self-inflicted. My job does not care about the pace of work that I do. It's entirely self-inflicted, but I was like not sleeping well and working way too late and stressing myself out. But sometimes you just like have a thing at work and you just want to get that thing done. And also like I literally have the easiest, best job ever, not to glaze my job or whatever, in terms of like work-life balance and all that stuff. So I was just being a freak and I didn't have to be. And I like torched myself for literally no reason at all. But once I finished all the stuff that I was like, that I wanted to finish, the collective like stress and exhaustion just hit me like a big old wall. So I'm a little out of it, even though I slept well and everything. I should have had better food for dinner too, but yeah, you can't win them all. It's okay. Okay, so we have this little stats page here. I just want to make it expand out and shrink when it opens. That's about it. So if we look at this right now in the list, it looks like this, and I want to have it be minimized at the start, and I want to have it expand when I click the button. That's basically it. So let's do that. So two things first, we're going to have it open up when I actually click the thing. So it's going to start hidden like this, and then when I click stats, it'll open itself up, and then when I click stats again, it'll just toggle itself. So we're going to start like that. And we need this button, I'm going to change the name on it to say stats button, like so. And then in here, we can simply import it. And in the ready frame, we do this, .connect. We're just gonna say toggle stats page, like that. There you go. There you go, there you go. Down here, is this Vocaloid Fonk? Never mind. I like it. Working for 10 hours with no breaks and forgot to eat. Why does my head hurt? Kindred spirits, you and I. I can't figure it out. If you figure it out, let me know. I'd love to know. Why can I not add this to my playlist? There we go. Okay. Toggle stats page. So this is literally going to say if this is visible, make it invisible. If it's not visible, make it visible. We're going to say stats page.visible equals stats page.visible. I'm a genius. What do you not like about this? Oh, it's dot pressed. Pressed, like that. That should let us toggle the thing off and on. So if I click this and I click stat, hates that, huh? Assignment of property key, visible type of value bool. Really? That doesn't seem right. Isn't visible is a bool, dude? What? Wait, what the? It's literally. This is a boolean. What do you? Huh? Key on visible value type bool on base of object type control. What? Huh? What the fuck? Okay, I'm just gonna set it to true and see if it hates me. I'm very confused. I think we might be having a certified Godot moment. What? Is this not the visible? Am I tripping? What? I just spelled it wrong, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. Stats page dot visible. Let's do that. That's how it. I've written so many toggles. There's no way. Okay, thank you. I don't know. What the fuck? I got zero understanding, but it's okay. Not everything in life is meant to be understood. You know what I'm saying? I can live with that. Okay, cool. So that all works. What's next? Good question. Thank you for asking. We need to expand the minimum size depending on if we're turning this thing on or off. And we can tween it at some point. Right now, I'm literally just gonna like update the minimum size. So minimum. Custom minimum size. I think it's like this. Custom minimum size dot y equals. What does it equal when this thing's all expanded out, huh? If I can see you, it's gonna go to this. What is your transform right now? Actually, what is your transform? We can just add it together. It's 136. That's a horrible number. Can I do 150? Yeah, and then I'll just like recenter this a little bit. So 150, 150. That's 300 the last time I checked, but maybe math is different. It's gonna be 300. We actually need to separate these two up. So if it's gonna say if stats page is visible, we're gonna say then it's going to be not visible, and we'll set the minimum size back to 150. And if the other way around, we're gonna set it to be true and set it to 300. Unfortunately, that is a skip. I apologize. True. Set this to 300. I think Spotify does this thing where if you set it to be on like add stuff to my playlist and play it, it will get stuck in the form where it plays nothing from your actual playlist, and it just does this thing forever. It's just a shuffle recommendation literally until it like dies a heat death or something, and it's very annoying. Okay, that should fix that. So if we recruit 2 people, it's not visible right now, but you see the process here. So it does expand out, and the list makes sense. Perfect. This needs to be set to be visible or off at the start. So now we have stats. Look at that. We recruit, let's say we recruit 3 people, and we can say stats here, and it'll show us the stats. Stats here, it'll show us the stats. Stats here, it'll show us the stats. Here doesn't work yet, but whatever. But there we go. We have stats page. Now I think if I extend everybody else, you just leave the page, right? Yeah, I need to make this scrollable at some point. I don't really know how that works, but I will at some point. I don't know. There we go. Cool. There we go. Hey, look at my next thing in my checklist. I'm a genius. What did I want to do next? Oh, I want to do encounters soon too. So I'm gonna move this up after I make this thing scrollable. We're gonna do encounter. So encounter at end of journey. We need to create a battle thing. I don't know what you'd call this, like a battle scene, battle display, animation, perhaps. Probably display is the best word for that. And this will take over the spot on the right side of the screen that has like little trapezoid in it, and it'll show you what you're fighting. So it'll be like a wolf or a enemy. I don't know. We need a placeholder enemy. We need like enemy stats as well. We need to implement some sort of like battle simulator. Again, I think it's gonna be pretty simple. Just we only have 3 stats on here, 4 stats total, so it's not gonna be too complicated. Maybe we'll even give the enemy like an HP bar. I think that'd be kind of cool. We should actually do this first before we fix the UI stuff, because UI stuff's going to depend a little bit on some of the stuff that's done with the like pixel art and everything too. So we could switch the order on this. Okay, so the next thing that we want to do then is encounters. So basically, when you get to the all the way to the right side of the like little adventuring area, so when you recruit someone, you say journey, they're going to go on this like little journey here. When they get to the end destination, they're going to have a fight. And so we need like an enemy to spawn, and then they're going to shift onto the left side and the enemy on the right side. And then we need some sort of like HP bar to be displayed somewhere for the enemy that you're actually fighting. I don't know where. Maybe it's above, maybe it's below. But you obviously have your own HP bar here. Although maybe you should have one for the battle too. Not totally sure. I think it could go either way. Something like that. Yeah. How exactly do we want to do all of that? Well, first let's get it to actually like change the scene when it gets to the left side of the thing. That's probably where we start, I imagine. How do we do that bit? Well, we already have something that tells us that we're like on the right side of the adventure, and so I guess just make it pause there instead of flipping around. So we're gonna go to this thing here. No, it's the actual hero scene. Yeah, it's here. So we have a thing here that says update journey display. Update this thing. There's one where it says if it's like less than or equal to. Yeah, update journey progress. If the journey distance is greater than or equal to the total distance, this one it sets that it's returning. We're gonna add a different thing here that'll say like start battle. And then once the battle is won, it can do all of the rest of this stuff. So we're gonna make a new thing here actually. Let's just to save this code. Start return trip. We're gonna say is returning like this. Do something like this. There we go. Yo, Heretical, welcome in. 5 stream streak. That's impressive because there's only been 4 for the Wild Jam so far. So you were here previously. So we're gonna say start battle. This. Then we'll have start return trip at some point, but for now we're just gonna have you go to the right and start battle. Hydrate, thank you. So some things that are going to be weird here. Right now we only have 2 booleans, so if we're on a journey, we're either in the state where we're returning or we're not returning, and we want to change this a little bit to be like is travel. Well, maybe we say if in battle, we're going to say process, like handle the battle process, but for now we're going to say return. So if we're in battle, we're just going to return. Otherwise, if we're on the journey, then you can update the progress of like where you're going left or right. And maybe we refactor this at some point, but I think for now it's okay. So if is on journey, is returning, we need a new one. Already var. In battle, this is a boolean. This is false. So the game still works as it should for now. We're gonna have start battle here. Also, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. In battle is equal to true. So what this should do, just as a first pass thing, is if we have someone traveling, I'm sure to make the timer a lot smaller. Let's say like 15-second journey is the max. Or like level 1 journeys or whatever. So you go on your journey, you're gonna get all the way to the right side of the thing, and then you're gonna do nothing. You're going to do absolutely nothing. You're literally gonna stand still. Because normally you would flip around and start coming back, but for now you'll just get stuck. Perfect. You're stuck. That's exactly what we want to see. Okay, so you're stuck. That means the battle has started. We're going to then like proceed with the battle. So we need to spawn enemy character or spawn like journey. Spawn journey enemy, spawn enemy, I guess. It's probably the easiest way to do that. The thing is like who controls this enemy? I don't know. Because we could have it just be tied to like your specific character. That's probably the easiest way of doing it. Is we would just attach an enemy, like the actual thing you're fighting here. Yeah, why not? You might as well just be authoritative over it. That's fine. Let's say spawn enemy. This. For that, we're gonna need a node that actually is an enemy. Well, we don't need a node. We can just set the enemy here. On ready var enemy, fighting enemy, battle enemy, enemy combat enemy, and enemy target enemy, battle enemy. Well, when in doubt, you know. Enemy, like this. So we're gonna spawn the enemy. So we're gonna say enemy equals. We need something that we can actually like instantiate here. So I'm gonna make a child node here, and I'm gonna just have it be a node just for now. That's okay. This will be the enemy, combat enemy, journey enemy, scene enemy. I don't know. Again, I think maybe at some point we move this to a different node, but for now it's a game jam game. It's totally fine to just attach it like this. So this is the enemy. Current enemy. Current enemy could work, yeah. Current enemy node, current enemy, current, I think it's okay. Yo, Spotify, I don't understand. I made a playlist full of all of the songs I'd like to hear, and I clicked shuffle. You can add a song every once in a while. I'm totally fine with that. But like, I would like to, if possible, hear the songs that I put in the playlist. What the fuck is this? I don't understand. What's the next song in the list? Okay, I think I just had to reset it. I think it forgot that its job is primarily like to play music, and that it thought it was like a VC funded startup AI company. That's okay. That's okay, Spotify. I forgive you. I forgive you just this once. Okay. Cool. I love modern technology. Sorry, what were we doing? We need to spawn this enemy, and this needs a script, maybe. Let's make this a little bit easier on ourselves. Let's just say pass for now. What do I want to see in this scene? First thing I want to see is that the hero in the like journey display moves to the left. Like they should move into like the center of the screen because they're gonna be fighting something. So I want to see them on the left side, and then we'll create the enemy sprite on the right side. So this is the thing I want, right? Yep. This is like the scene where the fight will take place. So I'm gonna need to add something here that says function enter battle. Yes. When you call this, we're gonna set the character to go, let's say here, because they're gonna be like squaring up with an enemy. So they're gonna be, we need a new position marker. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna put it like right about here. Seems about right. We can always adjust it later too. Is this the same like Y value? Oh, there we go. We're gonna put you right here because that's just like a solid place for you to be in the battle. So this will be battle, hero position. This. There we go. So we're gonna say, this is just called Reyna, not the hero sprite, huh? I'm gonna change that to hero sprite, even though that's this character's name. Like that. Get rid of this. And now it should tell me, yep. Okay, we're gonna say hero sprite dot position dot x equals battle hero position dot x. So let's do this first. We're gonna go here. We're gonna say start battle. We're gonna say hero journey control. What I call it? Start battle, enter battle, like this. There we go. Let's see if that works. Welcome to the team. Journey. They should now snap to the middle of the scene. So when they get all the way to the right side of the scene, the sprite will like snap to the left. It hates me. Oh, it's put dot position. Wait. Oh, dot position dot x. There we go. Try again. So it should snap to like right here. Nice. It worked. Maybe we tween it, but snapping is fine for now because we can always just add the tween here. It's totally fine. Okay, next we want to spawn in an enemy. Now, I don't actually have any enemies, and I don't want to pester Cobalt. And also, I think Cobalt is streaming right now. Is Cobalt live at the moment? I'd feel really bad about pestering if he was live. Let's see. He is live right now. He's playing Arknights. I'll leave him to his factory. He doesn't. I don't need to shackle him with more, more work. That's okay. I'm sure we have some Admarine stuff lying around that we can just go recycle because that's Admarine also the goat. Projects. I'm gonna go to Game Jam Game Dev Assets. We should just have a bunch of stuff we can reuse here, just from other projects or whatever. 80 monster packs. I think this is what we want. If we could have like a goblin, have like one of the. The thing is the sprite size okay with the in-game character? I'm not sure. Our characters are 32 by 32. What are you? You are not gonna tell me directly. I can just do that. So that's a 60. It's too big. You are too large, my friend. These are like 68 by 68. No, they got imported wrong because I'm half slicing the pixels. What? This is not right. Give me like the regular sprite sheets, I guess. Yeah. Okay. How big is? Oops. How big is this? Just grab me like this much. It's about 32 by 32. So like maybe it works. It might look a little weird. Maybe Risati will get mad at me, but I think it'll work. Just a placeholder anyways, so it's fine. Grab something like this. Let me put in the Discord if anyone wants to do enemy art. Enemy arts. At Cobalt, would you want to do some enemies as well? I think I would only need a couple, but you can say no. Also, good luck with your stream. Huge fan. Good luck. Build a big factory for me. Don't want to bother too much. We'll see. But if not, I can just use these. These are totally fine. Totally tenable. Absolutely 10 out of 10able. This is a little placeholder, you guy. Export as. We're just going to grab this one slice of him to make my life a lot easier. I should map this to a 32 by 32 actually to make my life easier. Yeah, I think you're right. It was some weird way that I got imported. It got doubled up. Paste you in here. Just a short little guy. Honestly, I think it probably looks fine. Export as. Again, we only need like 3 enemies, and they can just have different. I don't know. It's fine. Nothing matters in this world. Where is my stuff? In my projects. No, I forgot this one isn't in projects. Can I just drag and drop it into the actual project? I don't know if you can do that. Assets. I'm gonna make a new folder for enemies. And then I can drop it here. So I'm gonna call this goblin.png. Export like that. And then we can go in here. This, and then we should be able to just like put them into the game. So if I go ahead and grab this, you're so small. Is this scaled? Yes, these pixels don't look the same to me. I think it's scaled by 2. Nope, that's too much. It's of course, a nice even 1.5. There you go, like this. Yeah, I hope we can get these. Like that looks. It doesn't look horrible. It doesn't look horrible. It looks somewhat cohesive, but it could definitely be a lot better. If it could be better. But I'm not gonna put pressure on people to do stuff. They're already contributing a bunch of art, or like making a bunch of art and stuff. We'll see. Cool. So we got something like this, and then this needs to be here. And it'll go up one, and this will be the battle enemy position, like that. And then this sprite will actually be created Well, the sprite will exist the whole time, actually. It'll set the resource when the enemy spawns. But for now, we're just going to turn it on because that makes my life a lot easier. So enter battle. We're also going to say we're going to need the goblin sprite, but I'm going to change it to be enemy sprite. Maybe there's even a world in a future version of this game where they can fight like more than one enemy at a time. Or you can like send people on like journeys together and then they fight like 3 enemies or something. I don't know. We're going to make this visible. Equals true. And I think I already have it lined up, so I don't need to align the sprite again, but I'm just going to make it to be aligned here, just in case in the future I want to move it around or something. But now, what should happen is if I hit play, we should click this, we get a character, we're going to have them go on their journey. When they get to the end, it'll set them here and set the enemy here, if everything goes well. Nice! It works. Cool. And then they can like do their little battle. And I think I'll put the like enemy HP bar. They don't need one yet. It's okay. They don't need a HP bar yet. We'll burn that bridge when we get to it. It would be nice. Well, it would be nice to see, have some like input on it, I guess. Yeah. I don't know where to put it. You can put it above, you can put it below. Like, okay, above, I literally just don't think there's enough room. Maybe below, and you do like the Skyrim version of the health bar where like it shrinks from the outside in. You have like a little HP bar here. Maybe. That's what that looks like. Progress bar. I don't actually know how to do a progress bar where it goes outside in though. It might just be that you have 2 progress bars and you just mirror it. Possible. Don't show the percentage, please. Let's shrink this down a whole bunch so it just looks like this. And we're going to set this also to be not visible at the start. This. One other thing just to make my life a little bit easier. Radius. I think it's in the theme, actually. Theme overrides. Styles. Oh, you hate me for this, huh? Disabled for resource properties. Wait, what? How do you set a custom like progress bar? I don't remember. Theme empty, styles. Yeah, style box flat, please. So you don't want me to edit this? Modify the property using the resource picker instead. What the hell is the resource picker? Never heard of that in my life. Okay, that did something. So I can make a new one, I guess? Yeah. Okay, so we updated the background, I guess. I guess we do the same thing for the fill? I've never seen this before. This is strange to me. This is the background. Can I just make the background like full alpha so you just literally don't even see it? That's kind of hype, actually. And now if I put this value to like 5, it'll just be a bar below the thing. That's kind of exactly what I wanted. Yo, what's up, Tower? Welcome in. Been a minute. How you been? Yeah, it just that's like perfect. What does that look like in game? This is like the yeah, it's kind of got like some dimensionality to it, you know? Kind of gives you like a little bit of a 3D feel. That's kind of cool. Not intentional at all, but it still looks cool, I guess. There you go. There's the HP bar. That'll appear when the battle like begins. And for now, I don't care that the value is not set. I don't care that it looks really bad. I am going to turn it red just to make my brain a little bit happier. Gonna give me like a just an absolute like turbo red. Yeah, like burn the retinas of anyone that even like comes into close proximity of this thing. That's perfect. Yep. And then we can set the value to be like 5. Oh, just on like right red on green too is just that's optimal. Yep. That looks amazing. Yep. So if we click this here. Yeah, that oh Jesus Christ. Yep, that's perfect. That's perfect. At the very least, we'll know that we need to update this before the game is done. Let's just start at 100%, by the way. Jesus, it's so okay. That's very red. Maybe like a softer red, you know? Does it look miserable? Yeah, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's placeholder. It's placeholder. Okay, this is also hidden. When the battle starts, we're going to have this thing be visible. So this will be the enemy HP bar, like this. This, and then I am worried about the fact it's going to be difficult to like track which journey correlates to which hero, which might be a bit of an issue. Yo, Gova, buddy, I was just talking about you. You're saying that you're very cool and I don't want to burden you with anything, but also I sent you a message in the Discord, but you can feel free to ignore it and then shoot me with a gun. But I hope you're doing well. Hope you're streaming well. You want to see something miserable? You want to see something really awful? Graphic design is my passion. Check this. The enemy has appeared, but we need a health bar to see how much health they have. Don't worry, I got you. Bright red on green trapezoid action. It's beautiful. Look at this. Ah, yeah, that's good. That's that good stuff. I've been doing well. She's still journeying. Answer for the one on the Discord is yes. Ooh. This is what it looks like when you get into a fight. If I click here, we like go on a journey, and then when you get to the end of the journey, you gotta have a little fight. You gotta fight to make sure you've grown big and strong, and you ate all of your green vegetables. You get over here, you get to the end of the journey, and then you're in the battle, and then you scrap it out with the enemy, and then if you win, you get to come home. And if you lose, I don't know what happens yet. I haven't thought that far into the future. I guess you just fucking die. You'll probably come back to the tavern or something. I don't know. Something like that. Something. Okay. Cool. We have an enemy sprite. We have an enemy HP bar. We need to roll the stats of the enemy, which I think means we need to yoink a little bit out of the like hero resource and make a character resource that both things inherit from, so I can have all the like stats and everything available on both. That's gonna make my life a little bit easier. Yeah. So to do that, what do we got to do? We also need to roll the stats. Also, I don't even know if your character will ever win, so we should like make their stats slightly worse on the off the jet. I'm not sure how leveling up works either, to be honest, but
we'll figure it all out.
Okay, so make a new thing here. This will be a script, and this will be a character resource. And this is inherited by basically everything in the game. So we're going to yoink some stuff from the hero resource, like max HP, current HP, attack, defense, speed. This is all coming with me. We're going to put it here. So class name, character, resource. And this is going to extend resource. Like this. We're going to go back to here. We're going to say super. And in the super, we can do this. This extend... Why does this extend node? That's not right. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much, but it definitely should not do that. This will extend character resource. Like that. Then we go here. And we're going to have an init. Def... Can you tell what language I was using before this? We're going to do this. There we go. And now it'll roll all of the random stats, which is perfect. And just to make your character slightly stronger than the like enemy characters, because they're going to be rolled at like the same level, I'm going to give you a little boost. I'm gonna give the player characters like one extra implicit level. So I'm gonna take all of this. This is basically like a level up function, I guess. So function level up. I'm gonna say max HP plus equals. We're gonna say the attack is gonna be from 1 to 3. You get 1 to 3 stats on all of these per level. We're gonna watch heroes die so much. Yeah, 5 to 10 HP. So level up, you get 5 to 10 HP. You reset your max HP and all that stuff. I'm gonna say when you create the hero, you get to level up 1 time, just to make sure that like the hero we're creating here is slightly stronger than the stuff you're gonna be fighting against. So you should win your first like couple journeys. Hopefully, I'm giving you like a little boost. You know, just like a little friendly little boost. Okay. Next, we need to roll the hero that you're actually going to fight against. So here we're going to to spawn an enemy, we're going to say var enemy character resource is equal to a character resource dot new. And this, now we have the stats of the thing we're actually fighting, which is perfect. And it's, so what we can actually do here is we're going to say var enemy character resource is a character resource like this. And we can actually just set this. So we roll this thing and we just set it immediately. This. Cool. So we spawn the enemy. We set the thing to be in battle. Do this. We spawn the enemy. This will also do things like setting the sprite and everything later. But for now, it just creates a stat block. And that's good enough. Last thing we need to do is we need to say function process battle. We need to add one thing to the character resource, which is the export var action cooldown. And this will be a float. What this does is basically, we're going to subtract from this number delta over and over and over. And when your cooldown is up, you can attack. Now, how do we calculate the cooldown? I don't know yet. With risk of breaking the game, we might just say it's 400 divided by your speed. Is how many seconds you have to wait for your action cooldown? That's not going to work well. What's your speed at level 1? It's 1 to 10, so it's like a 5. And so it would be 20 seconds for you to attack. That's probably not going to cut it. It should be 400 divided by your speed, 100 plus your speed. Yeah, because then it's like a max of 4 seconds. I don't know. I'm literally making up numbers. So we're going to say function reset action cooldown. Again, we can fuck with this equation more later, but it's okay. We're going to say action cooldown equals 400 divided by 100 plus speed. What does this look like? If you have... Okay, so you have 400... Let's say you have 10 speed. So if you have no speed, you attack in 4 seconds. If you have 10 speed, you attack in 3.6 seconds. Okay, if you have 50 speed, you attack in like 2.6 seconds. I like this. That makes sense to me. You should attack slightly faster, but it should be like weighted so that you're not literally like quadrupling people off the jet. So this resets your action cooldown. Okay, then we're gonna need another thing here. That's gonna be function. How do I want to do this? We can just do it like this for now. So reset action cooldown. What are you mad about here? We're saying we're not using this? But what are you mad about? Warning. Integer division. Holy shit, this is actually clutch. It should be, you're right, it is integer division. There we go. Thank you. Thank you, Godot. I'm loving this new editor, man. It's catching a bunch of my mistakes for me. That's awesome. Okay, so we can reset the action cooldown. So when we start the battle, we're going to reset the action cooldown for both of our characters. Give Godot a treat. Let's not get crazy. So start battle. We're going to spawn enemy. We're going to say enemy character resource dot resets action cooldown character. So our resource. Yeah, it's 4.5. I'm on 4.5 right now. Our hero resource dot reset action cooldown. Process battle. This is going to take delta. Float. We're going to say enemy character resource dot action cooldown minus equals delta. Hero resource character dot action cooldown minus equals delta. And then we can say 4.6.1. I'm on 4.5.1. I don't trust the new stable versions for a while. Also, I just forgot to update. If enemy character resource dot action cooldown is less than or equal to 0, we're going to say enemy character attack. If hero resource dot action cooldown, we're gonna say attack. So there we go. Now we need to make 2 more things here. One for attack, one for this. Check something real quick. Yep, so we're gonna have 2 things here. One for attacking for us, one for attacking for the enemy character. So it's gonna be enemy character attack, pass. Then we need one for us as well. Function attack like this. Pass. So the way we're going to do this, first we're going to animate our character. So we're going to say journey display. Which one do I want? Hero journey display. There we go. How do you keep this stuff in your brain? I have no idea. Oh, also obsidian. Don't think I'm smarter than I am. I have a big ass checklist I can keep looking at whenever I lose my train of thought. Hero journey display. We're gonna say animate enemy attack. This. And then we're gonna do one for us as well. So we're gonna say animate player attack. Do not make the mistake of thinking I'm intelligent. Hero journey display here. So we have two things: animate enemy attack, animate player attack. We're gonna go to this guy. Function animate enemy attack, pass function animate player attack like this. So what this is gonna do for now, we're just gonna tween to the right, tween to the left. That's it. Literally, that's it, because that's gonna look like this. If I can show it in the 2D real quick, the enemy's gonna go. He's gonna give you one of these. You ready? Whoa! How many lines of code are we at? Hopefully not over 1,000. I don't know. I actually don't know how to check that. I would guess around 800 right now. Like, gun to my head, I had to pick a number. Spotify! I want you to play a new song every once in a while, but stop only playing new songs. There's 34 songs in this playlist. Play them. I'm excited to listen to new music. Don't get me wrong. I'm getting jump scared every 2 seconds about a song I've never heard in my life. Okay, anyways. What do you mean you don't know how to check? I don't know. How would you check that? I can look like one file. I don't want to like go through each one. Maybe I can look at the GitHub, maybe. I guess I could do that. Hang on. Good wild gem journey. Add everything here. Git add. I jump scared about new song. Duck Smokey wouldn't get it. Git add this. Git commit m hero journey display updates. I'm just working on, man. It's a game jam game, see me. If I go here and then I go to the GitHub, I hide it off the screen because I need to make sure I'm not leaking anything. And I go to repositories and I go to this thing. Does GitHub just like give out that information for free? GD script 100%. Can if I click on that, will it tell me how many lines of code it is? It's being indexed right now. Can I really not see? Can I go here maybe? How do I see the total? It's not important right now. Don't get distracted. We could be searching for that for forever. Okay, so. Let's see. Git ls files xargs wcl according to search. I'm gonna type that in my terminal, and whatever happens, I'm blaming you personally. 2,319. Oh, but that's not quite right, because it's counting like the import files too. Because it's saying 40 for an import file, and like yeah. That's not quite correct. It has a bunch of these like TSN temp files in there. I don't know. Who cares? It's fine. Enemy attack. So this is going to tween the thing to the left and then tween it back to the right, and that'll have the attack be displayed, which is perfect. So we're going to take the enemy sprite here. So enemy sprite. First, we need to make the tween. So var enemy attack tween equals tree git tree dot create tween. Like this. We're gonna say enemy attack tween dot tween property. Let's just do this up here. So export var what do I want to do here? Attack time? Attack animation time? Equals 0.15. Why not? That's a little fast. How about? No, I think that's right actually. Account, you're trying to hack my you're trying to hack my computer? Is that what you're trying to pull off here? Enemy attack between property. We're gonna say enemy sprite. This. Actually, that's not how you do this, right? We don't want to type enemy sprite. The thing we're doing is property is going to be position. 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 There's a way to do this. I think it's like this, but I don't remember. So I'm just going to do, it's fine. We're going to say vector 2. We only want to move the X. So we're going to say, do you have a position right? You have a position right now, right? It's a nice even 262. Can I just do this dot position plus vector 2? We want the X, we want you to go to the left, right? Because you're going to go to the right. Yeah, so we want the other one to go to the left. Slide to the left. We're going to say by export var attack movement distance. I'm going to say 25 pixels. We can tune it. So we're going to say this minus this 0. And the duration is just going to simply be the attack animation time, like that. Make sure all that makes sense. What's the way to do just the position X? I know it's a thing. I just don't remember how to do, like, I think it's that. And then you can do the X directly. So we could do this dot X plus, or we could just do this directly. I think that's how you, I think you're allowed to do it like that. I don't know. And then we need it to go back. So we're going to say at the end of that, we're going to say enemy attack tween property. And we should have, before we make these tweens, we should get the actual position X at the start. So we should just do this. Var enemy sprite starting X position equals this. Do this minus this thing. And then we're going to tween you back just to go right back to the start position. We just do this like that. That, cool. And then we can simply reflect this for the player attack. So this is gonna be player attack tween like this. Here and here. This will be the player sprite. Or I guess it should be hero sprite because these are more like this would be hero attack, but whatever. I'm gonna change that because this isn't the player necessarily, it's the hero. This, and then we take this, we go here. And in this case, we're going to add the X instead. And then we need to do the hero sprite like that. There we go. Okay, and then we need to update this in the hero node. Way at the bottom, we're gonna have animate hero attack like that. And I think all of that should work, but I bet there is an issue somewhere. I hit recruits, I'm gonna say go. We should get into the battle scene and they should start at least animating. So we get here, after 4 seconds, you should do like a little whoop. You should do a little like whoop. It's like you should be doing like a whoop. Nope, okay, they hate me. I never called this function, by the way. I just realized that. There we go, try that. Run it back. Let it ride. Go. Okay, I legit give up. Spotify refuses to play any of the songs in the actual fucking playlist, so I'm just turning off the smart shuffle. Sick. That's a little annoying, but all right. Literally played one song and then 2 new songs. All right, Spotify. Cool. Next, you want to like ask me to have like my personal DJ on or some shit? You only asked me like 300 times if I want to use Spotify with AI, despite the fact that you already have like an AI service in Spotify. Surely this time it'll be different. Hey, there's 10,000 errors in my video game. Position X does not exist. Okay, how do you do position X in a tween? I don't remember. Is it like... we've done it in other projects, but I'm just going to Google it. Position X Godot tween. How do you reference it directly? It's a colon, not a dot. Frick, man. Spotify needs an update. You must code new Spotify. I mean, I could build Twitter in a weekend. This is a joke, by the way. This is what every developer says they can do. Just build a new Spotify. I can build Spotify in a weekend. It's not even that complicated. Why are you over there? That's not good. What the? Bye. Have a great time. I guess they eloped. I don't really know how to feel about that. What the fuck happened? We never reset the cooldown. That's what happened. We're gonna go here. When the animation happens, we need to reset the cooldown. Like that. There we go. We should actually put this here because it's gonna make my life a little bit easier to read the code a little bit better. Like that. With brain chip, yeah. You mean that Neuralink? Actually, do not let the thing anywhere near my brain, but thank you. Okay, so we're on the journey. We're having a great time. We get to the right side of the map. Oh. Why are you still... Why did you shift... Something is not quite right here, but it's... You can see the vision. Like, you're actually sort of in the right... They're, like, doing the right movement. But I don't understand why she shifted all the way over to the right. I want to see what's happening here. Because it's moving all the way over for some reason. I think it's probably... Oh, well, that figured it out. There it is. I see it. This is Hero Sprite. What the hell? Where am I right now? Hero Sprite. That's the trouble with copy and pasting stuff, huh? Okay. Now this should all work, and the animation should work as well. So if we click this, like this. Come on. Work. One time. Breakpoint is great. We continue. Well, I didn't expect that to happen. Starting position is this.x. Hero Sprite is this plus attack movement distance. And then we reset. Oh my god, you're my 2000th follower. Wow. Thank you so much. Also, it's not really 2000. You have to subtract about 800 off mine because we got follow botted like 7 years ago and it never got fixed. Her planet, village needs her. Her something needs her. I don't know. The tween hasn't even started yet. Why are you shifting all the way over there? Is it getting up? This is enemy sprite. Attack move, attack. The heck? Are we even getting here, or is she just still schmoving on her own completely? Are we resetting her thing correctly? Enemy character resource, hero resource, that reset action cooldown, enemy hero attack, enemy attack. Okay, we're here. We create the tween. We're about to set the tween property. The starting position is 111, which, like, that's where you are in the game right now, right? Yeah. So you should tween directly to the right. And this is the starting position plus the attack movement distance, which is 25. So you should be trying to get to like 136, right? And then you'll tween back. So we're here again. Why are we here again? It's too soon. It's too soon to be here again. Why are we here again? Something is not getting reset correctly. Are we resetting the action cooldown here? Okay, we're getting close to figuring out why this is. It's just firing over and over and over for some reason. So the hero resource is this. What is the action cooldown? It's 3.78. Oh, because I never checked if it was less than equal to 0. We figured it out. Cool. All right, well, that fixes that problem. There we go. There should maybe be a thing on the resource where it's like, is attack ready? And then you use the attack and you reset it back to the not ready state, but whatever. So now they're in combat. And they should, like... Yeah! They're doing the wigglies, dude. Yeah! Sick. Okay, so next thing we need to do is we're going to have the enemy character take damage. Or so if you are the player character, you're going to say enemy character resource dot take damage, and it's going to be the hero resource dot attack, and then we're going to reflect it. So here we're going to say hero resource dot take damage, and this will be the enemy character dot attack. Then we need to make this function. We're gonna make it here. This take damage. This will be raw damage amount is a int for now, just to make our lives easier. We're gonna say true. So var damage equals raw damage amounts minus equals or minus defense, and we're gonna do a min. You have to take at least 1 damage from everything, because otherwise the game can get a little bit silly. And then we're going to say current HP minus equals the damage, like that. So now we can actually take damage. When we do that, we want to update some stuff on the UI so we can actually see that it happened. So this HP bar here, we're going to have a function for update enemy HP bar. This will be new value, so new value like this. We're going to say progress bar. So, oops, not like that. So enemy HP bar dot value equals new value, like that. Pretty simple. This should be a float, I believe, like this. And then we can go back to here. So when the enemy character, sorry, when we attack the enemy character, we're going to say hero journey display dot update enemy HP bar. This will be the enemy character resource dot current HP divided by the. This isn't going to work exactly what I want it to, is it? No, it's not, because this value is going to be an integer. These are 2 integers, so if I divide them, it's going to be integer division. Is there a way I can force a float division? Godot force float division to integers. Surely there's a way to do that. Ensure one of the operands is a float before the division. Okay, I can just cast it. Yo, what's up, Agimon? Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so I just cast one to float. That's not a big deal. Cool. All right, well, congratulations. You're the first argument, so you're getting converted to a float. So like this, and then we're going to divide that by the enemy character resource dot max HP. There we go. Easy enough. And then we just got to reflect this for the character as well. So we're going to say, who owns your HP bar? It's the listing. I don't know if the listing has this yet. Update HP. It does. Oh, and it actually takes the current HP and the max HP. Maybe we should set it so that this does the same. Hero resource dot current HP, hero resource dot max HP. But I don't know if this does the casting correctly. It doesn't do any of it because it only sets the text right now. Ah. Okay, 1 thread at a time. Yo, what's up, Generic? I will show you the progress in just a sec. Can't hear your stream because my characters are discussing boss fight changes. Please fix. Yeah, my bad. I'll get right on that. The hero listing. I am not in JetBrains. I just tried to do shift to get there. That didn't work. Hero control. Chaos control. Do you have the progress bar here? This guy. I need this guy. Progress bar. This is the hero HP bar. And I need to reference it. HP bar. There we go. So in update HP bar, we're going to say this dot value equals float current HP divided by max HP. Okay. So this will update all of that stuff, which is perfect. Here, let's change this to take the 2 arguments like the other one so that they're symmetric. This will be enemy character resource dot current HP, enemy character resource max HP. We're going to go to this function then, and we can say current HP is an int, max HP also an int. We're gonna say this thing is equal to float. What the hell? Float current HP divided by max HP. I don't know if all of this will work. So we go into the game. You start with 500 gold. You go over here. You recruit a hero. Awesome. They have 0 HP. That's not awesome. Why do they have 0 HP? Probably. Oh, it needs to be multiplied by 100. That's why. Yeah. Okay. You go into the game. You have 500 gold. You recruit a hero. It costs some money. There they are. Look at that. And they have 28 HP. That's awesome. I'm going to send them out on their journey. Oh, look at them go. They're very fast. They're traveling at the speed of fucking sound. They get to the end, but oh no! They have a boss fight at the end of the journey. So now they're going to attack each other. And they do damage! And I'm way tankier than this guy is. Awesome. So they're doing their little fights. That's, oh, it's who's gonna win? Oh, I don't know. It could be either one of them. Oh heck, oh geez. It could go either way. And then he's gonna die. And then the game's gonna crash. Because we haven't coded what happens when the guy dies yet. Actually, I don't think he will die. I think his HP will just go negative forever, which is kind of funny. You're still fighting. Oh, red line is enemy health. Yeah, it's going to look better in the future, but for now, it's just MV, just vertical slicing. You know how it is. Okay, that's perfect. So when one of these two characters gets below some amount of HP, the battle will end. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We probably want to check it here because we're going to update the HP bar, and then we can check if hero resource dot HP current HP less than or equal to 0. Hero on, so we'll say hero do hero death, process hero death, hero death, hero dies, die. Sweet, die, function die. Doesn't do anything right now. If enemy character resource dot current HP is less than or equal to 0, we're gonna say enemy or defeat enemy character. Yeah. We've officially defeated them. Congratulations! You may now return home. Sweet. So in either case here, we're going to say end battle. So function end battle. This doesn't do much for now. It's just gonna say is so in battle. It's false. There you go. Then here we can say start return journey. So so we're gonna say start battle, start return trip, start return journey. I guess is a better name. Journey. So we're gonna say end the battle, and then you can start coming home. So there you go. You've defeated the thing. Great. Come home. And we set this to be false. I also need to flip the order on this because I want the character to always go first. So if there is a tie, it would have to be in the same exact frame, but advantages go to you, the player, just as a fun little thing. Okay. On die, what happens? The character comes back to the guild hall at 1 HP. That makes a lot of sense. That makes sense to me. We're gonna say hero. So we need to end the battle first. End battle. There we go. Yo, what's up, innate meerkat? Welcome in. We end the battle here either way. If you die, we're gonna set your current HP to 1 because we're not gonna actually. You don't actually get to die. You die when I say you're dead, which is never. And then we're gonna say is on journey equals false. We need to like clean up the. There's something where we complete the journey. So awaiting completion is false. Hero listing we gotta reset the journey button. We're gonna hide the journey display, but we don't get the reward. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna end the battle. Your current HP goes to 1. We reset the journey button so it. Well, it already says journey, but we're gonna hide the journey display. You're gonna have to go back to the start of everything. And then we also reset the journey progress. This is going to be like a weird state machine thing that we got to figure out later, but I'm not too worried about this right now. So let's just worry about this one when we actually win the thing. Yo, what's up, Evelyn? Welcome in. We end the battle. We start the return journey. Let's make sure that all of that works. I need to roll. I need to like high roll here and make sure I'm stronger than the enemy. There we go. All right. Go on your journey. Go out into the world. I am noticing that we're getting way more health than is mathematically possible. I think it's not. I think it's referencing the same resource. All right, so we're fighting now. Yeah, we take literally 1 damage on everything. Fighting. They're also taking 0 damage, which is a bit concerning. Why do we do no damage? What the heck? Something is wrong with our like resource instantiation. This is strange. They're literally taking none damage with left beef. Let me see. Where do I check this? This on our attack? I want to see this. I don't know if you can do breakpoints, but think. Okay, enemy hero resource. Their max HP is 20. Their current HP is also 20. They have 8 attack, 1 defense, and 7 speed. Why are we doing no damage to them then? We have 21 HP. Oh, we also have 1 attack. They have 3. Okay, we have 1 attack. They have 3 defense. Wait a second. Yeah. I'm going to give us... Well, it should still be doing 1 damage though, right? That's how we set it up. Hang on a second. Character resource. Yeah, its damage is min of 1 or raw amount. So it should still be doing at least 1 damage. Raw damage amount, damage 1. Yeah, what? Right, yeah. What about when we attack? Damage is 0. Hi, my name is Sky Grant. I never learned how to read. Okay, try again. I guess 20 is just a high roll, huh? Because you can start with... You start with 1 to 20. Okay. Makes sense, actually. Okay, now they're in a fight. They're going to fight to the death. Oh, I don't need to see this anymore. We are doing 1 damage again, which is kind of criminal, but whatever. We're both doing 1 damage to each other. Why are we not fighting? Oh, I didn't hit continue. Yeah, I'm good. Okay, fight. To the death. We're not very strong. That's okay. Oh, they're slightly faster than us. We might actually not win this, which would be hilarious, by the way. Depends on who has more HP. But you're not allowed to see their HP. It's like Monster Hunter, you know? The obfuscation makes it more fun, is what he says to avoid coding things because he's lazy. You wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get it. Cool. Maybe we need to make the defense... Listen. We're learning. Attack is between 1 and 10. Defense is between 1 and 5. Just so that... Let's make this like 3 to 10. Like that. Just to give it... Variety is the spice of life, okay? Oh, it's so slow. I'm getting a new hero. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay, now fight. Fight to the death. Go. Go, goat. My favorite Pokemon. Not really. I think my favorite Pokemon's probably... Salamence. But I had to pick a gunpoint. Okay, they do so much damage to us and we don't do like any damage to them. What the fuck? We're gonna die, bro. How did this happen? How are both of my heroes awful? Oh, they're toast. Get back to the tavern. Dead. Yep, you're at -4 HP. That's tragic. Also dead. Yeah. Back to the guild hall with both of y'all. I can send you out again, but you'll immediately die. Yeah. Well, that's not great. I just need to win to make sure the win condition is working. Can one of you roll high, please? This is tragic. I have the worst heroes ever. I'm so bad at gambling. Okay. Now we're the stronger one this time, right? Oh my god, dude. How are we so weak? Our stats aren't reflective of the actual stats of the character, so I can't really see what they are, but goddamn. Okay, I believe in this one. This one's gonna win. 100% this one's gonna win. This is my favorite hero ever. They're so good. They're so talented. I'm doing this, right? Yeah, otherwise it wouldn't be a nit. Okay, go. Win. We win these. Oh my god, we're gonna lose again. How is this possible? All right, 5 to 10. But the hero character, listen, this is like, you're getting like powered up like crazy. And I'm giving you more defense. Why not? You gotta be way better than they are. I'm so bad at gambling. Okay, go again. Both of you. Surely one of you will win. This is insane to me. Oh, I'm not doing plus equals. I'm not doing plus equals. I'm doing equals. I'm not doing plus equals. Everything makes a lot of sense all of a sudden. I was wondering why I was so weak, dude. All right, let's set this back to like normal value then. 1 and 3. I did accidentally make the game unwinnable. Yes, that's my bad. 1 to 5, 1 to 5, just like that. Speed 1 to 5 as well. Sure, why not? Okay, we go again. We go again. Journey. Oh, and this is a fast one. I believe in her. She will win. She will win everything. We are so strong. We can never die. Okay. I'm gonna crash the fuck out. Vestrin, welcome to the team. I can't bear to watch this anymore. Hurts my heart. Hurts my soul. We will gamble better in the next one. Okay. This one's gonna do like a ton of damage. It's gonna take a massive chunk. Okay, honestly, whatever. I'll take it. I think we're gonna win the top one too, which is gonna take a minute. The race is on. But like you can see the vision, you can see the potential of what's going on here. After this, the last things we have to do is like resetting on death, doing the gear, and then the rest. Oh, and like the guild crest if we still want to do that. The rest is then just like calculating stat changes and like doing all the UI and music and all the menus and stuff, which is gonna take like a day on its own. So probably good we're getting it out of the way soon. We go, we fight. We're doing great. Are we really gonna lose? No. The top one's gonna win. Okay, sweet. Okay, now and then she's on our way back, but we need to hide like the stuff on the UI. There you go. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. Then they return home, and then journey complete, and you get money, and you get money. Yeah. Sweet. Yeah, we need a thing that resets the battle. So in here, in the when the battle is done, when the battle is won, we need to go hero control here. What? Oh, sorry, hero. Yeah, the hero node. In end battle, we're gonna say for the journey display, clean up battle. This. I'm gonna clean up battle. I'm gonna go down here. Oops. Here. Clean up battle. We're gonna hide the enemy sprite. So enemy sprite dot visible equals false, and that's good enough for now. There you go. Now it'll hide the thing, and then we'll make the return trip home. We also need one to reset on death. When you die, what happens? Don't know, not worried about it yet. Literally just not worried about it yet. We'll fix it later. So now it'll clean up the thing, and you'll be able to make your return trip home, having fought the enemy that we actually made an encounter. There we go. We need to fix death, so fix death mechanics. We also need regen mechanics. So when you're in the guild hall, your character will slowly be regenning and stuff. And then when they're like healed up, you can send them out for their actual journey. Or you can send them earlier than that too, but like they have to slowly regen. So you'll be like managing a bunch of heroes that will be slowly like getting their health back and stuff as the journey, or as the like game goes on, I guess. Okay, I need to take a quick break and make some tea and chill out for a little bit. And I need to play ads as well. So I'm gonna do that. I will be back in just a moment. Enjoy the music, and I'll put on some Subway Surfers for you. Be right back. Don't mean to jump scare anyone. I'm almost back. I'm almost back. I only have one outlet in my kitchen. And I thought my tea was... I said I'm sorry. I don't mean to jump scare anyone. I thought my tea was just taking a while to heat up. I realized the electric kettle is not plugged in. So it's it makes it like a little harder for it to heat up when there's no electricity in it. It doesn't really... That's not how it works. I miss having like a tea kettle to a degree. Because like tea kettles, you know they are on or off, mostly because like you have to heat them with actual flame. Oh, it's done. Okay, I'll be right back again. Okay, we're back. Got both? Yo, that's kind of hype, actually. Guy with like the default response to everything. I used to have like a really nice gooseneck, I think is what they're called, tea kettle that I used for like my AeroPress coffee and stuff because I used to be really fancy with it. I don't know, I just had like a cheapo one. Actually, I need to get a new one because they literally sent me they sent me something in the mail, Amazon did, that basically said, hey, your tea kettle is having a recall because they just sometimes catch fire. Now, it hasn't caught fire yet, so I'm like not too worried about it. You know, like past performance indicates future results and all that type shit. I think I'm just gonna use it till like I get to collect the insurance money. You know, I think it's out of my hands. Like it's between me and God. If my apartment catches fire and burns down everyone in my entire like block and like entire zip code in Tokyo, I don't want to have to like do the rebate form, you know? That's just like a lot of work. I really need to do it. Legitimately putting people at risk because I am lazy on paperwork. Not the best, not the most optimal thing to do, especially to admit it then to a live stream. Probably not like super optimal, but that's okay. I'll get in trouble. You won't. Okay, where are we up to? So the next thing for the game is what? Fixed death mechanics. I'm not too worried about that right now. Regen mechanics, so that, like when you complete the thing, you get to come back and like regen your health. I'm also not worried about that for now. I think the next thing I want to do is the gear tab, so you can like get gear from adventures and then put them onto your heroes. I think that's my next priority because that's like going to be the most engaging part of the game. I think is like getting loot and then equipping the loot and then adventuring faster with the equipped loot and so on and so forth until you get the happy brain chemicals or whatever. So I think that's where I want to spend my time next. So I need to make a page in like the guild area. So like right now we have like the guild hall where you can just see your stuff. We have the tavern, which is where you can like recruit more heroes. But we're gonna have like a guild. We need like another button here for like the guild inventory, maybe. And then we need this button to also work. So when you click gear, it should like open up a drop down and you can equip their armor slot and their weapon. I'm doing two things for now. That's perfectly fine. So armor and weapon. Armor gives you more defense. Weapon gives you more attack. Good enough. Maybe armor even can give you some like max HP. I don't know. If we have time, I'd love to do like enchantments and stuff or whatever, right? But I think just to make this game as simple as possible, I don't really want to mess with that yet. Something like that. Armor slot. Is that like a trait or something? But yeah, so you go on your journey, you get to the end of the thing, you fight a goblin or whatever. We don't have like the enemy rolling yet, but we have the scaffolding for it. You fight the thing. Hopefully you win. If you win, you get to come back home with all of your loot and everything. You add the money, you can recruit more heroes, you can have more heroes go on more journeys, blah, blah, blah. Cool. Yeah, let's do the gear part next. My question is like, is this fun? I don't know. Status unknown. I think this game has a lot of potential to be like a fun idle game. I'm not sure if we're gonna have enough like in the game for it to be fun. Also, that sprite doesn't quite fix itself in the correct manner. It's interesting. Yeah, I'm a little worried about like something this simple not like having enough to do to be fun, but like maybe it's fun to just watch your character kind of go on their thing for a moment, and then you can recruit like more characters and stuff. I don't know. We'll see. We have lots more stuff to do, so and lots of like weird bugs to squash and stuff like that. So we'll just keep working on it. If it becomes fun, great. If not, kind of the nice part of a game jam. It's only a week, so if it doesn't work, whatever. We just go back to pretending we'll make Gambit one day. Okay. So I want to do gear. So the first thing we need to do is when you get home from a journey, you need to receive gear. Actually, before we even do that, I want to do the gear inventory page on the guild. Gambit mentioned. I do think Gambit has the most potential out of any game we've made. I would like to take Gambit and make more with it, but we'll see if I can get around to it or something like that. One thing at a time. Yeah, so I need like a page that just holds all of the stuff that you get from your adventures. We can just use like a $15. I cannot charge $15 for Gambit. That's criminal. I can maybe charge like $4 for it. Yeah, so we need a page to hold all of the stuff that we got from the adventure. So we're going to make a new thing here. Child node like this. This will be the guild. Oh, I already have guild inventory actually. Let's just put it there. That makes more sense. Okay, delete that. Guild inventory here. So this will be on ready var gear. You pay $8.99. Yeah, but like you know. This will be gear. Will be an array of gear resources. Now this doesn't exist yet, so let's go ahead and make it. Resources here. Create new scripts. This will be gear resources. This and this will inherit from resource. This. We go here. Class name. Gear resources extends resource. It was actually developed by a full team and fully fleshed out. I would pay 15. I think if I completed the game, like I actually built a bunch of stuff out for Gambit and like had 15 levels, 30 levels, and some like progression on how you unlock everything, I think maybe $5 would be like reasonable. The thing is like I'd way rather undershoot the game price than overshoot it, because like no matter what, I mean, the difference between $5 and $10 isn't gonna like make me like live in poverty versus driving a Mercedes or whatever. So I'd rather just keep it cheap and mostly just use it to promote the like Twitch and YouTube stuff more, to be honest. But we'll see. I would like to work on it. 250, honestly, 250 is not bad either. I feel like the cheaper your game is, the more people play it, and the only thing I really care about is people playing my game. So I don't really care about how much like money it makes. Also, like at some point, you're only really losing out on multiples of like single-digit numbers. So like, if it's cheaper but you can sell 1,000 copies versus if it's more expensive and you can only sell like 10 copies, like I feel like it's a, what do they call that? A Pareto front or whatever. And I would rather be on the cheaper side of it just because that means more people get to play it. So I don't know. We'll see. We're not there yet. So 1 cent, I'd probably charge more than 1 cent. Yeah, that seems just because I'd want to cover the Steam cost at some point. But that's okay. So now this should be okay, and it is. We're going to have some things to add gear. So we're going to say add gear function add gear. What's the best data form to hold all of this in? It's like a list of gear, obviously, but when you click and drag the gear from the inventory page onto the hero, we need to know which like resource the thing is referencing so we can remove it from this list. I think probably what you'd want to do is have a dictionary that has all of those references to be more efficient. However, the list is only really going to be like max 40 items or something, so we can just use regular insert delete out of the list. I'm not super worried about that. It's fine for now. We can always optimize it later if it's too slow. So add gear. This will take a new gear. So gear, new gear. And this will actually be an array because sometimes we'll get more than one at a time. And this will simply say gear dot extend, I think. It's not append. It's append array. There we go. You're going to append the new gear like this. So there we go. Now we can add new gear. When we do this, we're going to update the gear page. So update date gear page like this. Now that doesn't exist yet, so let's go ahead and make it. So in the guild menu, where we have a couple different menus here, one like the tavern page control and the guild page. We're going to add a new one here, a new control, and this will be the gear page. Gear page like this. Go ahead, put that there. Now, for the gear page, first of all, this needs to be hidden, but also it needs a button to show it. So we need to add a button here. Where are we right now? Actually, and I'm just going to copy and paste the guild hall button because I think it's going to be a little bit easier to use that reference. So this will go here, drop it down to this, and this will be the gear button like this. And where are you right now? You don't exist anymore. That's interesting to me. Oh, you're all the way down there. Right on. I'm going to have these two, oopsies. I'm going to have these two actually be like above. So you have the guild hall, the tavern, and then this will be the gear. Gear. There we go. And then we're going to go to the thing here. We're going to do this. We need the gear button. This. I think we can just kind of reuse all the stuff that we were using. So when this is pressed, we're going to connect to switch menu. Switch menu. Dot bind. And we're going to bind the gear page. This. Bind like this, and then it should be good to go. So there we go. Press the gear button. We switch to the gear menu. Everything else turns off. So we're going to hit play. And if I click this button, everything else should go away. Perfect. Look at that. Sweet. Okay. Now here we need a... We're going to need like a grid container, I guess. Yeah, grid container. Like this. Where are you right now? I need to see you. Okay, there you are. Grid container. And this will be here. Like this. Again, we can always adjust the display of everything later. And then in this this grid container, we're gonna have a control here, and this will be a gear like a gear cell, I guess. That. And then I want to make a basically it's gonna have like just a inlet background, so just like a modal pop-up basically. And it will show you that the cell is there. That's basically it. And then we can fill it with like the gear icons later, which I guess we're going to need gear icons now too. Now thinking about it, we're going to need weapons and armor. And maybe even different backgrounds for the different weapons and armor. So like you can see the rarity on them. This is getting a little bit more complicated than I was hoping. That's okay. That's okay. Do we want to not do this then? And we want to try something else? Like, do we want to... Let me think for a moment. Because what I'm thinking about is, like, if this is too complicated, maybe it's best that we don't do this, and instead we do the other stuff of the game, and we focus on, like, the UI part first, so we make sure we're not, like, over... I don't know. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth doing this. Let's just do it. If it takes too long and the game doesn't work, whatever. We can't do worse than making kindling, you know? So... This gear cell, we're going to need, I think, like 50 of these. So let's go ahead and... Okay, first let's finish making this. So in the gear cell, we're going to have a texture direct. And I'm going to go into A-Sprite real quick. And make it real quick. So I'm going to make this. We'll make it 32 by 32, just to make our life a little bit easier for everything. And then we're going to go here, get a black background, and we're going to set the alpha to be like that. And that's a cell. But actually, it would be nice to make a rectangle with rounded corners. Is that possible? You can do it in GIMP really quick, but I don't know if you can do it here. Maybe you can. Well, rounded corners would be nice, but don't over-engineer it. Just put the cell in just put the thing in the thing. It's okay. I forget that you can't like do this and then like this maybe a little bit darker. That's probably what I want. Yep. Okay. Export as. We're going to put this in the assets with the rest of everything. Where's my project? I wish you could like open A-Sprite in a certain spot and then it would just remember where that spot is. Unfortunately, it's not quite how it works. Users, that's me. Go to Wild Jam Journey, Heroes Journey, Assets. Make a new folder for UI. Oh, that's the item cell background. Item cell BG. Exports. Okay, and then we can go ahead and put that there. So we have the UI here. This is the item cell BG, like that. Perfect. And then the transform. We're gonna say 32 by 32. What does that look like in the actual game, by the way? Go to the guild, the gear tab. It's a little small. I would want it to maybe be a little bit bigger. So let's maybe 1.5 it. 48 by 48. And then we can do like a margin container here actually, which would look nice, I think. Margin container. Put that in there. Put that in there. I guess the gear cell would be the one you actually want to be the margin container. So you actually want to do something like this. And then the margin here, maybe do one on each, because then it'll be 1 pixel away from each other. Maybe do 2. It's okay. We don't need to worry about this right now. We're gonna have all these cells in here, so that's basically perfect. This margin container, I'm gonna replace this with a gear cell, like this. We're gonna convert this to a scene, call it gear cell, like that. Then we're gonna go ahead and delete it. Now in the grid container, we're gonna set a couple things here. So columns, it's going to be, let's do 5, let's do 10 maybe. Let's do like 10 by 5, not sure yet. But in the gear page, we're gonna attach a script. We're gonna change this to actually be in the scripts folder because it does this all the time. Gear page like this. So class name gear page extends control. We're gonna say var total gear cells equals 50. And then we're gonna go here. This will be on ready, by the way. And then function ready for gear cell index in range total gear cells. All we're gonna do is take the grid container here. So this is the item container. Let's rename that actually. This will be the item or gear cell grid container. Grab that guy. We're gonna add child for this. So first we need to make this the scene. So we're gonna have the gear cell, sorry, like that. We're gonna say new, so gear cell grid container dot add child. And my brain like exploded for a second. Gear cell dot instantiate. So now we should see on the gear page, we see nothing. We go to the gear page and we have like 50 inventory boxes to look at, basically. I'm a little bit confused why this isn't going away. That's interesting. Why isn't that? Wait, what? Everything else goes away. Yeah. Why? Or you think you're better than me? This is a child of the gear page. For page. Oh, I didn't add to the pages. That's why. Nope. Gear page like that. Okay. Here we go. So now we start the game. We're in the tavern for some reason. That's not right. Actually, it should be at the guild hall. Guild info page. We're gonna turn off the gear page, and we want to turn off the tavern page. So we want to just be seeing the guild info page. You start the game. You see the guild info. You can go to the tavern. There's some stuff there. You go to the gear. I don't see anything. Go to gear, and there's all your gear. Okay, that looks pretty good to me, actually. I'm gonna reduce this to 8 though, because it looks a little bit weird. It's like overfilled. Let's do 8s. That's gonna have like some trailing stuff though. I don't think 50 divides 8 cleanly. Yeah, it doesn't. We'll say 48 then on the gear. How's that? Gear. Yeah, look at that. Okay, that's your gear. Cool. So now you can recruit a hero. You can check their gear, which doesn't exist yet, but then you can go to your gear page and you should be able to drag and drop gear from here onto here. There you go. Let's make this part next. Okay, and then once you put the gear on, it should apply like all of the stat bonuses that come with the gear, and then everything's kind of falling into place here. And then you'll have the gear, then you like suit up with the gear, then we don't need to have the like bonus level up because you'll just have some gear at the start of the game. You put the gear on the hero to make the journey better. They go on the journey, they get more gear, you get more gear, you get more heroes, you get more gold to make more people to go on journeys. You get the idea. I don't gotta explain it to you. Sweet. Okay. Okay. So like I said, next we're going to edit the hero listing. Here. Nope. Here. Nope. Here. This thing. We need... Why are you so big? Become small. We're gonna do a similar thing with the hero with the stats container. So we're gonna do another like option that opens up like this, but instead it'll have 2 cells for the gear. I think I want to make the gear cells a lot bigger, by the way. Now that I think about it, this is kind of tiny. 48 by 48 is not enough, huh? Maybe 64 by 64. Regarding the status elements yesterday, I tested a little bit. It's way easier than I thought. Just put inside a VBox container and all the elements get ordered vertically. Ah, yeah, there you go. That's kind of what we're doing on our stats thing, because we have, these are all just all in a HBox, and then the VBox contains 4 labels and the other one contains labels. But yeah, there's lots of ways to do UI stuff in Godot, and none of them are necessarily better than others, except like just hand drawing everything, I guess. Or like drag and dropping onto the page is pretty bad, but that's what we do to prototype, so yeah. Okay, so gear page. We need another page thing like this, and we're gonna do a similar thing where like if you click on this, they'll flip, they'll only display one at a time. For now, I'm going to make a new thing here. So we're gonna add a control. This will be the gear page, like this. This will also have 2 gear cells, but we need to program the cells such that you can't, that they're like specific to one thing or another. So they'll be like weapon or helmet only, or weapon or armor only. We'll mess with that in just a moment, but since we're gonna reuse the gear cells here, what I wanna do is fix them being kind of small in this bit. So I'm gonna make these a lot larger. Let's go to 64 by 64, I guess. Gear cell here. We're gonna up this to 64 by 64. So transform. That's 6. Why is it 34 by 34? I want this to be 64 by 64. Try that. Maybe that looks a little bit better. It's gonna bleed off the page to the right. Oh, that's interesting. It's minimum size, huh? Yerp. Minimum size. This is going to be 48 by 48. Actually, I'm gonna try the 48 by 48. Maybe it just didn't update it correctly. 48 by 48. Aha! It didn't update it correctly. This is the correct size. However, they do not fit on the page very well. So like let me just get my head around this. If I recruit this, I'm bleeding off the edge by a couple. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 instead. So 6. Gear page 6. What was I doing here? Minus 12. 48 minus 12. I know that number. Definitely. Me and 36, we go way back. And then this is going to go to 6. Honestly, you probably don't need that much gear anyways, because the new stuff will push out the old stuff, so not bad. There you go, there you go. Okay, that looks better immediately. Sweet. And then for the display, we're going to do the same thing where we have a... So first, I'm going to copy some of this stuff. So this is 400 by 150. So you're going to be 400 by 150. If you have a custom minimum size, I have no idea what happens. Hang on a minute. Am I a genius? You changed this to be a V-box, and then this will all align itself correctly. Yeah. Yeah, you could do that, for sure. And then you just toggle which one's visible, and if these have custom minimum sizes, it'll work. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that would work. Why is this like not lined up correctly, by the way? It's interesting. But this is already a V-box because it has the 2. So we would need a second container. We would need a window container that has all of the stuff that's in the V-box. Is this... Am I losing my mind? Probably. I don't know. It's leaking out the side of my head. It's okay. I'm going to do that. This is going to be a V-box. And I'm going to put all 3 of you into the V-box. Ah, okay. And now you're not taking up the size of your parent thing, and I would really appreciate if you did. Okay, so now this can be reset to nothing because this will force you to have some size. So if I go to the transform here, I fundamentally do not understand why this like refuses to have the correct minimum size, but it's okay. This thing, minimum size. This should be 150, I think. Yes. Okay, now you're 150, and if I turn on the stats page, it doesn't like that because it doesn't have a good minimum size. This needs to be 400 by 150 again. Yes, yes, I'm a genius. I'm so fucking smart. Okay, and now you can do the same thing, and if I disable you, you'll go back up to where you should be. Yes. Okay, 400 by 150. If all three of you are on at the same time, it melts the whole page. So that's a bit of a bummer, but it should not ever be the case that both of you are on the same time. So if you're all on at the same time, it's all broken. But if I toggle like which one is on, why do you bump this up? That's not good. Something weird is happening. This is you. I do this, you expand. Why? That doesn't make any sense. Why would it expand? I could just do this, right? Because you don't need to be, yeah. But then if you turn back on, since you have a... That's not good. What the hell happened here? Is it because the containers don't have minimum size set? Yes, it is. Transform. Minimum size. You need to be, I think 100, I think is what we settled on here. Or maybe 50. That doesn't make any sense. Why is the button box like... What? You're the top part. I would love... What the fuck? I would love for you to be... You're 100. That's awesome. I'm so happy about that for you. That means you should be 50. But it like bleeds out the sides a little bit if I do that. Even though this is 100, this is 50. So like overall, this should be 150. Am I tripping? Yeah, this is... Okay, either 150 doesn't add to 150 or something crazy is happening. There's no margin. I go here. Top down part is moved. No, the whole thing is like fucked. The whole thing is moved by some amount. I don't think I can mess with it here. This has the correct size. I guess maybe like is the background not like doing its thing appropriately? Hang on a sec. Something very strange is happening. What I need like the background. I want to see the background of all of this. I see the character portrait, but the background is all the way up here, which is not correct. The background should be in here. Is that correct? This is the VBox container. This is yeah, it should be here. I'm understanding what is happening. Okay, this is now the VBox, and I want to hang on a minute. Hero container. This should be minimum size 150, but now it thinks that this is... It thinks that this part... I know what you do here. You change this to control. Okay, and then you add a new thing here. This is going to be the... You add a VBox. Here. You put this stuff in the VBox. Then you take this bit and you put this in the VBox as well. Yes, we're getting there. We're getting there. Now you have this thing. Okay, so this is completely fucked, but this is going okay. I can shrink this now, and that's great. I want this now to re-anchor itself. So let's just everyone reset your anchors. Nope, that's not quite right. Okay, that's the only one I'm not allowed to touch is this one. It's 400 by whatever the internal container is. This one is good now, but its transform is all weird, and I don't know why. Its position is messed up. So we reset the position. Starting to look normal again. This VBox is what like if I enable the stats page, this is the thing that holds like the page together. So this is the background. This is the thing that holds the actual information for the container. This is the thing that needs to have a custom minimum size. Can I shrink this at all? No. Minimum size. This is 400 by 150. Now, you should be 350 by 100, and you should be nothing by 50, and that's perfect. That should be 400 by 50, whatever. The thing is, you have a button in you, and I'm assuming the button is like making it so that this can't fulfill its actual transform. Yeah, it's 402 for some reason. Why are you 402? You reset. Okay, now this is fixed. This is 400 by 50, which is perfect. This one now is this transform. Okay, it's 400 by 100. Yes. Why can I not set this to be 150? What is preventing me from what? There's like 4 pixels coming from somewhere. This is 400 by 100. This is 400 by. This is set at 104. Is that? Do you have a margin? Scale, position, inherited. Contents. What is pushing you 4 pixels down? I don't understand. Beam separation is set to be 4, even though it's not on. Oh, it's a I guess the default separation is 4. I've literally never seen that option before in my life. That means I can shrink you. We fucking got there. Holy shit. 37 minutes of just messing with the UI. Okay, so now you're good to go. If I enable the stats page, it should pop out underneath. What I don't understand is why this needs to like reset its anchor or something to be anchored top left. That way when it expands downwards. Yes. And you also need to have your separation set. What was it called? Separation? I thought indent. Am I crazy? What was this called? Yeah, it's called separation. It's theme override separation. Theme overrides constant separation. We go 3, 2, 1. Now if I turn this on, yes. Now if I turn this on, it will technically work, but these will toggle. So you'll only see one. You'll only ever see one or the other, and everything just works now. I'm gonna set your minimum size to be 400 here though. Okay, now I'm sure there's a lot of references that just snapped in half because of the new like change on all this stuff. And you can't do reference by scene on these, I think, because when they get imported into the tree, it'll like all break or something. I don't remember, but I remember that it's bad. I just don't remember why. Okay. Take a drink of the tea. So we need to redo all of these references to make sure that they're all talking to the right thing. And then we can just simply toggle the page that we want to see, and everything will be fixed forever. So, HP... Okay, so all of the buttons are wrong. Literally all of the buttons are wrong. So, the journey button used to be... Why is it margin container 2? That's so bad. Let's find the HP label. This is the HP label now. This is the new HP label. That. We're going to delete this one. The journey button is in the buttons here. This is the journey button. It's over here now. Am I crazy? You're not allowed to do that, right? Like I can't do like this. Access is unique name within the scene. That doesn't work, right? In one scene. You know what? I would rather do it this way. Let's just try and see if it works. Worst case, I have to reset all these buttons anyway, so might as well find out. HP label. Access is unique. Because this is so much cleaner. Stats button. Access is unique. I think maybe it does. Maybe I'm tripping. Stats page. That's this one. So let's access that by unique. This. And then the final one is the HP bar, which is here. Access is unique. This. Here we go. Let's try. Worst case, it doesn't work. So I go into the tavern, I recruit you, I go on the journey. It just does work. Okay, sick. And the stats page opens and closes the stats page. Sweet. Recruit another one. Rad. Now they're fighting. If you blink, a pulsar star has spun about 600 times. Do you know the pulsar or like the neutron stars, the like matter is so dense that we think it has formed like new forms of matter that don't make any sense at all? I click on the node and then you access this unique name so you don't have to use path. That's what I for some reason I had in my head that this didn't work, but it does and it's so much nicer. I just want to check roughly how much longer do you think you're going to stream for? Because I think I can finish the background before the end of the stream. Approximately an hour and a half, I think, is my guess. Oh my god, wait. Am I stupid? No. Well, jury's out on that one, but I shot way past my like timer. Why did my shit not go off? That's interesting. Maybe it didn't, I just didn't hear it. It's been going off this whole time. I also set the timer wrong because I would technically would be 7 minutes from now. Yeah, I was locked in. I was cooking on something. I was supposed to take a break, but I don't think I set my timer right. And also I was locked in anyway, so I don't really care. And also it's fine. I'm gonna keep moving. So back to what I was saying. This is all set up correctly now. We need to do the gear page. So on a 12-hour stream, no, probably not 12 hours. No, I don't think that's in the cards for me. But because I gotta go to work tomorrow and stuff. Probably a longer one on Friday and Saturday and Sunday. Props. Let's see here. So, we have the button, the gear like page button, right? Where is that? Is this one here? This is the gear button. Imagine having to work. I don't have to imagine. Sometimes it's 12 cat hours. Ah, when's the deadline? 3 days from now? 4 days from now? It's Sunday night for me. Technically like Sunday morning for me. So about I have today's stream and then 3 more streams. Okay, so gear button, journey button pressed, on journey button pressed, stats button, toggle stats page. For here, we'll just say gear. We'll just say this gear. So if it is visible, then we want to set. We're going to turn it off. We don't need to mess with this anymore because it doesn't matter, right? I think it should just do this automatically now. If I recruit someone else, god damn it! Oh, it doesn't work at all. Also, they're on top of each other now, which is like super strange. Wait, was that really the thing keeping everything held together? Tavern. I recruit. Oh, bad roll. Go gambling. I recruit you and I recruit you. Like minimum size like just doesn't work at all now? Something is wrong. You are not accepting the minimum size of your children. Why? This is just letting me ignore the V-Box thing? How do I want you to make sure that you're not ignoring this. This is everything. This is all the pages. Shouldn't the V-Box don't size shame your children? Shouldn't the V-Box like know that it has stuff in it? What the heck? Hang on, this doesn't make sense to me. Because you have a minimum size. Yeah. So you should be like totally good. So no matter what, this thing should be at least 150 by 150. The list of characters a V-Box? Yes. It is a V-Box. I will show you. Heroes list V-Box. Layout mode, anchors, direction inherited, theme overrides, separation, theme. This is, I mean, this part is the V-Box. I don't understand. Let me just try to Google V-Box squishing children. See if that puts me on an FBI list or something. Let's add Godot. Try setting anchor presets. Set size on top. Parent container nesting components will follow parent. Use control custom min size. Show it during debug mode? Sure. Here's the remote. Heroes list. Here's the heroes V-Box. I'm going to recruit. I'm going to go to the tavern. I'm going to recruit 2 heroes. They're on top of each other. You have this thing here. Your custom minimum size. You have 0 on the wire for some reason, which does not make sense to me. At all. When you click, I mean, you have stuff inside the container, right? So why is it none? If I go here, you would literally let me like squish this for no perceivable reason. If I set this to be 150, does it like kind of fix my problem to a degree? Because now this needs to be here. So I mean that fixes one problem, I guess, in that like if I do this, it works. But if I click the stats page now, you literally can't see it because it's not resizing itself with the V-Box. It's still, this control still thinks it's the same size for some reason. So when this V-Box expands, this control isn't getting its minimum size updated. Heroes on top of each other, lewd. Hey, not that kind of game. Not that kind of game jam. Though I'm not diametrically opposed to that kind of game jam, I guess. They used to have like large prize pools. Anyways, yeah, so this thing. Transform container sizing. Does expand help me here? Stretch? Can't stream that? Oh, that's a good point, actually. Container sizing. Do you have a container sizing? Yeah, localize the noom for sure. I was gonna suggest that actually. Anchor preset full rect, maybe? Is that what you want to do? Get 2 of them. It's progress. That made a difference at the very least. Maybe I need to do it for all of these. Like, have the anchors. I need to mess with the anchors. You guys literally don't even have anchors. You do, though. Okay, anchor to the thing. Maybe I just need to do this. Anchor to the thing. You're anchored this way. I want you to anchor to the top. Just center top like this. Maybe that's what I want. Tavern, recruit. No. Dang it. Full rect? That looked better for a moment, at least. Stats. It's off the page a little bit, but... do I want this to be like this as well? Is that the missing piece? Have we figured it all out? This like this? No. It's like it's expanding, but full rec sounds like something you shouldn't be streaming. True. Hero list is not anchored properly. Oh, hero list is not anchored properly. This is the offender. It looks anchored correctly to me. Because it's... Do you want me to anchor it like at the top? Like with like this, you think? Try grabbing 2? No. It's expanding, but it's just not. It's just the minimum size thing. It's the only thing that's broken. I don't actually think it's the anchors. I think the anchors are completely fine. It's that the minimum, like when I change the child minimum size, it's not bubbling that up. I might actually. This might be one to ask the internet. Child component in my V-Box that can expand with a nested V-Box. However, when I expand it, the control minimum size is not being updated. Godot. Yeah, what's up, human? Welcome in. Containers don't automatically reevaluate minimum size changes when the child contents change at runtime. They only react to layout changes when minimum size change is triggered. Can we trigger that? I mean, we can just... It was working the other way, so let's just change it back. Just add it. Just add it back in. It's fine. There you go. Wow, look at that. We fixed it. See? Everything's fine. Recruit, stats. Wow, look at that. It just works. Crazy. Ah, wow. It worked on the first try. Okay, if the stats page is visible, we're going to do this. So if this thing is visible, we're going to turn it off and set the minimum size down. Else, if the... how do we want to do this? Because I want to do that. I need to reflect this for the gear page. So we're going to say gear rest.connect toggle gear page, which doesn't exist yet. Function toggle gear page, say pass. So, okay, if the stats page is visible, that means the stats page is out. So we just need to set this to be false and close. Else, it's not visible. So we want to check if is the gear page visible. So if gear, do I have the gear page yet? I don't. I need the gear page. Gear page, please. So if the gear page is visible, we want to close that. So we're going to say gear page dot visible equals false. And then we can say that this thing is equal to true. And this can just still short circuit. It's totally fine. And then we're just simply going to reflect this. And normally I wouldn't say copy paste code because it's bad, but it's a game jam game. It's completely fine. So if the gear page is visible, you set this to be turned off. Otherwise, if the stats page is visible, you want to turn that off instead. So now the button should all work together. So I go to the tavern, I recruit 2 heroes just to make sure all my stuff is working. I'm going to click the gear page and I can look at the gear. If I click the stats page, I look at the stats page. Go back to the gear page, close the gear page, open the stats page, close the stats page. It just works. It just works. Look at that. Cool. Again, you can refactor some of this out, but it works. It works, and that's okay. So on the gear page now, we can actually adjust some stuff. So I'm going to take a look at this real quick. It does completely fuck this thing, but it's fine. We're going to add 2 cells here. So we need a cell. Oops. We need, where is it? Gear cell. Yeah, we're going to add 2 of them here. 1 gear cell, 2 gear cell. So like this. And these are super basic for now, and I don't care, and they kind of look ugly, but I cannot stress to you enough I don't care. This will have the armor that you're using and your weapon. And maybe we even labeled it. So we'll say armor and weapon. Because normally you'd have like a stencil of like what the armor looks like or whatever. We're not. That's too advanced for us. Maybe if Versati can cook it up in time or something like that, we can switch it over. But for now, it's okay. So we have armor and we have weapon. So this will be the armor cell. This will be the weapon cell. This. Let's add some labels. Why not? So label. So go here. And this will say armor. What the hell? What button? I have clicked a horrible combination. Armor. And you know what? Just to make it look not absolutely trash, do like that. Armor, weapon. Oops, label. This. Again, we are vertical slicing. So armor, weapon. There you go. Armor, weapon. Cool. If I go here, I can go to the tavern. I can recruit a hero. We need to turn it off. I forgot. We go here. We go to the tavern. We recruit a hero. We're going to go to our gear here. We're going to open this gear here. And now we can click and drag a piece of gear from here onto the armor and onto the weapon. And then they'll get extra stats. So you can check their stats then, and their stats will be updated. And then once they're all healed up and stuff, you can go ahead and send them away on their merry journey. V-Box container should not have an anchored full rect. I believe you. I'm not going to mess with it because it works right now. I'm sure there's... Listen, the fact that I'm even comfortable using like V-Box, H-Box at this point is already a testament to how much better I've gotten at Godot. We don't need to learn everything in one day, you know? We can do what works, and I can live with that. I can live with that 100%. Cool. Okay. So like I said, let's do the thing where you can click and drag gear from the left onto the right. The only thing is these cells are different sizes. That's kind of tripping me out a little bit, and I don't know why that is the case. I would really like them to be the same because the like image for the weapon and the armor is going to be the same size. So it'd be weird if it got bigger as you gained more gear. That would be a strange thing, wouldn't it? You pick up a sword and it's like 2 feet long, and then as soon as you put it into your hand, it's like 19 feet long or something. There's an innuendo there probably, but I'm not the guy to make it. Yeah, why are these not the same size? Let's go here and let's go to remote. Go to the UI, the guild menu, the gear page, this thing. I want to see what this is. What is your size is 64 by 64. That's completely tenable. So what the heck is it in here? That's the correct size. What are you? Armor cell, layout, transform. You're also. Are you telling me these two things are the same size? I don't believe you. 0% chance. What? No, wrong. Wrong opinion. What? Size 50 by 50? 48 by 48. Okay, I think I'm legit losing my mind. Let's look at this again. Oh, this okay, so we do okay. It is a little bit smaller. Though I kind of like the bigger version, to be honest. I think it might be a case you literally can't make. What again? Try again. Gear, tavern, recruit a hero, gear. I think the bigger one looked better, to be honest with you. All right, go back up to 64 by 64, I guess. 64 by 64. Same with you, 64 by 64. Layout, transform 64 by 64. Which means the thing inside here will be. We might have to get rid of the margin container actually in the scene, but I don't know yet. Transform minimum size. How do we do minimum size? World execute me portion of it. Yeah. 64 by 64. Okay, let's see what that looks like. So gear. Well, it's a little large, I think, but we probably need to chop it by one more. What's 5 times 5? Well, it's 5 times 6 is 30. Last time I checked, anyways. Go here. We're gonna make this even smaller, so we're gonna set it to 5. I mean, 30 pieces of gear is still a lot of gear to take a look at, right? So tavern, recruit. Did it again. I did it again, bro. I did it again. Hero thing. Hero control. Turn this off. Okay. We go to the gear. We go to the tavern. We recruit someone. We go to the gear. Yeah. We probably want to shift this up a little bit. But other than that, it's good. And then these are the same size. And then you can drag the armor from the inventory into the slot for the character. And that will give them stats and everyone will be happy. And yeah. I'm in love with Kiana V. Who is Kiana V? What? I gotta look this up now. Not me saying. I was reposting another comment. This person has 800,000 followers, and I can't. Person who types you love Kiana V. I have a question for you. You come in my chat. You tell me you love some OnlyFans model. Point out all the pictures with traffic cones in them. Go right now. Do it. I'll wait. Right now. All of them. Click all the ones with traffic cones. Oh, you think you can handle that? Get ready. You know what's next? Stop signs. You're fucked. Oh, I fucking got you. Come on, click them. Anyways, what were we talking about? Okay, so let's see here. We need. It's gonna sound crazy, but like we need armor and weapons to click and drag them to make them actually equipable. Also, what's up, Satria? Also, I don't actually know how to make like a click and drag system for this kind of thing. I don't think we've ever done it. I don't think we've ever done like a click and drag thing. I mean, we did it for Gambit, but that was like click and drag to place. This is like click and drag to equip. I don't know how to do this. We're gonna find out together. Yeah, we did it for Gambit, but Gambit's was slightly different because you were dragging it from like a... It's somewhat similar because you're dragging it from like an invalid area to a playable area. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. We're gonna figure this out. Gonna be okay. Okay. So first, let's put things into this list. So let's go ahead and make 2 pieces of gear. You're just gonna start the game with 1 armor, 1 weapon. Oh, we need to do like tooltips and everything too. Oh man. Okay, we can do that. Don't worry. We're gonna get through this. So. What's the first thing to do? We're gonna go to the guild inventory. On ready, we're going to create. We're gonna create initial gear. So what this is gonna do is we're gonna create a weapon and a armor. So var starting weapon equals gear resource. Why did I call it gear resource? About it, it should be gear resource. Gear resource. Guild inventory here. This is gonna be gear resource, gear resource, gear resource, and this is gonna be .new. And the type is going to be weapon. And then var starting. Cannot find gear resource. I'll fix that. Starting armor equals gear resource dot new, and this will be armor. Now, should we enum these and key them and all of that? Yes, we should. Are we going to? No, because I don't care about that right now. You can always go back and refactor. Cool. Now we have this, and we need to make the new. So we're going to say function init, and this will have weapon type string. This. And we're going to have one more thing here, which is going to be export var weapon type is a string. Like this. We can always go back and refactor dev who knows it will never happen. That is true. That is true. I do be saying that. So we'll say weapon type equals underscore weapon type like this. And now we can create effectively a sword and a shield, or a sword and an armor. So now when we start the game, we'll have these 2 things. We're going to add them to the guild inventory. So we're going to do this. Then we're going to say add gear. We're going to do that in a list. So starting weapon, starting armor. Like that. Cool. Now, the next thing is the cell will contain a sprite of the weapon that's equipped. And then when you click on it, you'll create a copy of that. You'll hide the one in the cell. You'll create a copy of it that you can click and drag around the screen. When you have that click and drag version land on an inventory spot, you will... My brain is cooking. How did I get here? I fell asleep and saw this. I maybe got onto your autoplay? Status unknown. I don't think YouTube autoplays you onto live streams though, does it? Almost certainly not. I have no idea. I'm not really like a YouTube guy, you know? And probably autoplay would be my guess. Okay. So that's what we do. That's what we do. That's how we get there. So the next thing that we would need to do then is we have these 2 things. So the cell itself is going to update with the texture of whether it's a weapon or a sword. In the weapon list. So we did this. That's done. That's done. So now we need to say gear cell indicates weapon type with sprite. Like that. Yeah, what's up, Kirani? Welcome back. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you again. So we're going to have the gear cell indicated weapon type with the sprites. So either a sword or an armor. For now, I'm going to use placeholders because why not? It's easy enough. And then you can do like the drag and drop. We also need tooltips. weapon armor tooltips. So weapon armor tooltips. And these things only ever exist in cells. So the good news is this can all be loaded onto the cell. Unlike Gambit, where you could like place this shit anywhere, these literally have to live inside their cells. For drag and drop, we need to create a copy of the sprites, track the placement, check for valid placements, and then apply effects on equip. There we go. Something like that. But before we do that, I do need to take another quick break. So I'm going to play some ads on the Twitch side, and I'm going to... YouTube doesn't really get ads. I think they get them like intermittently or something. If you're on the YouTube side, enjoy Subway Surfers. I'm going to do Minecraft parkour, actually. Yeah, I need to be right back, rest my voice for a little bit, and make some more tea. So apologies, but I will be back in just a moment. Let's get some Minecraft parkour gameplay. Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah. Okay, cool. No copyright, 2 hours. I don't think I'll be gone for 2 hours. That would seems like a big break for me, but yeah, enjoy. All right, I'll be right back. If I start talking from back here, it will jump scare. Then I can like lean forward. And it's like I was here the whole time. See? I'm a genius. They're calling me the smartest man who ever lived. They probably shouldn't call me that. All right. So, what were we working on? I don't remember. Oh man. Urban, I don't know. I'm kind of like a hardcore morning person, unfortunately. I think if I like had my way in the world, I'd be waking up at like 5 a.m. or something. Like I'd be one of those freaks, dude. Unfortunately, like it doesn't work because when I want to hang out with my friends and stuff, I want to hang out with them at night because they have like work and stuff. And like, no one, I don't want to hang out with people in the morning, but like I want to be up in the morning, if that makes sense. I think if I ever become like fully doing my own like development work, I think I'd wake up at like 5 a.m. every day, like an absolute fucking freak. I feel like I'm truly the most like, you know how gamers are like the most oppressed class or whatever. I feel like morning people have it so bad because the only other morning people you ever meet are just the most insufferable fucking people. So I like cosplay as a night owl because those people are more my vibe. I'm not the kind of person that's like, oh, like how about you just get up at like 3 a.m. or whatever the fuck, and then like by 7 a.m. you can already have worked for 4 hours. Shut up, dude. And also they're completely disregarding the fact that if you want to like wake up at 3 a.m., that means you have to go to bed at like 5 p.m. or something. Like just just things that are absolutely nonsensical. Was I homeschooled? I was not. No. No, I not really my vibe. I don't hate you if you're homeschooled or anything. I just big fan of public schooling, you know. One of the tenets of my personality is being a big fan of public schooling. All right, let me turn myself back into a thing. Hello, I'm back. Check Discord real quick. Got it. Heard. What's up? Oh my god! Yeah! Look at this! That's looking real nice. That's looking real nice. Any comments or anything? I don't think so. It's very nice, yeah. My thing is like, I guess the whole game takes place in the tavern. This is not like a comment. I just wasn't really thinking about it. I was thinking like you're in like the. No, that makes sense. Yeah, that's like where you get heroes and stuff. That makes sense. You're running the guild from like. Or I mean, it could also just be like the guild hall tavern. Like that's totally tenable as well. Yeah, this is fucking amazing, dude. Holy shit. God damn. I just feel bad that like the whole game is gonna be covering up this art. I removed a bit of glow from the lantern. Imagine it's there. I was actually about to ask about that because the lantern is like standing out by a lot, but sheesh, dude. God damn. You even got the fucking like shadow textures correctly, like radiating it away from the lantern. That's beautiful, man. That's absolutely fucking beautiful. It's gonna look so awful when I then put this shit over top of it. Yes, large boxes. Yeah. Looks great, bro. Looks fantastic. Your objects are having a stroke. Mine do that occasionally too, yeah. The dome moment. Is that one with the lantern glow? Oh my god. The ambiance, brother. It's too good. It's too good. Don't cook too hard because it's going to be covered by this garbage, dude. What are you doing? We can use it for like the background of the, like maybe we can put the title screen on that as well or something like that. So I imagine we're gonna get some good mileage out of it, but yeah, that looks fantastic. It's a shame about what's going on over here. Speaking of what's going on over here, so we want to be able to recruit a hero. It goes over to here and they have some gear. We're gonna add gear to their thing here. Do I change from the list you sent me? I've yet to read any of it. Nope, not really. It's about the same. But I'm sure like a lot of this we might want to change. Like this looks obviously just fucking awful, right? Like what is going on here? A lot of just placeholder stuff. But all of this is stuff I think I kind of already had going, I think. Yeah, not too much changed, I think. But as we like make more stuff, maybe we can might change a little bit, but I think generally speaking, no, it's probably the same. The other thing I don't think I'm gonna have time for is like the guild crest, which is like the overall guild items, like the guild enhancing stuff. I don't think I'm gonna have time for that, so I think maybe we're gonna skip that part. If there's time, maybe, but I'm not sure. Yeah. Okay. If I recruit another one that like the thing doesn't break, right? Yeah. Okay. Good. Cool. You can send them on the journey, and then they do the thing. They make that part of it. Yeah. Do everything but the guild crest, because I don't know if we're gonna have time for that part. I would like to, but I'm not. Don't know. I'm not 100% sure. Okay. So you do your little like boss fight thing. You need to fix that bug. Oops. Return. So where's like the bug stuff? Bugs. Return. Or after fight sprite is not reset correctly. Journey button clickable while on journey. Which also causes a bunch of bugs. Don't care about that too much right now. We'll clean the bugs up later. Okay, so gear cell. I need like 2 placeholder sprites. What are we doing? Like, you don't know? We're making a video game for the Godot Wild Jam number 90, actually is what this is. We have 1 week to make an entire video game, and the theme is Journey. So we're making a game where you can like recruit heroes, have them added to your guild, and then you can send them out. You can give them some gear, you can look at their stats, and then you can send them out on a journey where you can watch over here. So they're out doing their like little adventuring thing. When they get to the end of the journey, they're gonna have a fight with the boss. And then if they win, they will return and you get some money and some gear. And then you can use that gear to upgrade your other heroes and blah, 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 so on and so forth. There you go. It's called Hero's Journey. And I'm a little bit worried about how much of this we're actually going to be accomplished, like be able to finish. But if we can get the gear done today, that would be pretty sick. I'm hoping we can at least get that part done. Need this game? Don't worry, it will be free and you can play it on itch.io once it's good to go. So we need 2 things. We need just a weapon placeholder thing. So I'm gonna call this weapons. We need a weapon placeholder sprite and we need a armor placeholder sprite. So let's go ahead and open a sprites. And I think weirdly, to make sure these margin buttons work, this sprite size has to be like a little bit strange. So instead of being 64 by 64, this sprite size actually has to be like 62 by 62 or something. Or I want the cell, the gear cell. This is 62 by 62. Okay, so it's 62 by 62. And I'm just making a quick and dirty sprites. Fine. So for the weapon, I'm gonna draw a sword. Let me draw a sword real quick. The blade will be this color, of course. Zoom in a bit. Great. Yeah, no, this is art. I mean, let me maybe put like just a little bit of effort into this kind of thing. It's perfect. I mean, it's okay to have a variety of opinions on these kind of things. I think actually what makes more sense is you make this 32 by 32 and scale it. Yeah, why would this be a higher resolution than like the regular sprites in the game? That doesn't make any sense. 32 by 32. Or I guess if we want to double it, this would be 31 by 31 because that will double to 30. Hang on a minute. The character sprites are 32 by 32. So if this is 31 by 31, which is effectively 32 by 32, that means the inventory, like the gear cell, can only be 48 pixels. So I want to make this 32 by, okay, what makes the most sense to me is keep all the sprite sizes the same. So this is 32 by 32. Yes, this is 32 by 32. What game maker do you have? This is the Godot engine. The game engine, it's completely free and open source. And I love it. And I'm loving every minute of it, Jerry. Okay, so something like this. Here, and then we go like this, like here. I don't know, man. It's just a placeholder. It doesn't have to be very good. This, perfect. And then we can give it like a little hilt. This. I imagine the artists in the comment section are not happy with me. Maybe move this one over, make it more symmetric. This, and then we can give it like a little hilt, something like this. Dude, I don't know what I'm doing. Great, yeah, wonderful. Yes, excellent. And then you give it a little bit of a flourish on the sides. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yep. That looks like a sword to me. You're doing great. Shut the fuck up. Listen, I have done pixel art before, and I know when I am putting in 0 effort, and I know when I'm putting in at least like a modicum of effort. We don't have to kid ourselves, all right? We can all be realistic here. I'm just gonna freehand this shit, whatever. Oh, you know what? I have the best placeholder ever. Wait, why didn't I think of this earlier? Y'all, you just do this. That's a sword. It's S for sword. It's perfect. This is the best placeholder art anyone's ever created. What is this? It's S for sword. Now you might be curious. Oh, but Sky, you're forgetting about something. Don't you need armor too? What could you possibly do for armor? I need to think more carefully about the things I draw before I draw them. I'm gonna do like a pointy version of an A. A. Sometimes I don't think. So that's interesting. There we go. Don't we have... I feel like we have placeholder arts from another game that we made. What was the one that we had like weapons and armors and stuff? What game was that? I feel like it might have been like Lava Lamp or something. I could reuse assets. I'm sure Admirant has like a sword icon or something too. The vampire one? No, the vampire one had like a stake, but it didn't have like an inventory thing for the sword. It was the one Rosati made it. I remember that. I'm trying to remember what the game. I can see. Oh, it was the slime game. It's the YouTube game. Wait. Yeah, it's the YouTube game. Wait, hold up. Oh, that was a hat though. That's not gonna work for us. It really narrows it down. What's the one that I coerced Rosati into making a bunch of free assets for me again? What was that one? Oh, that was all of them? Oh, my bad. I forgot about that. Oopsies. Slip the mind a little bit. Okay, well this is good enough for placeholders. That's fine. Let's make the game functional and then we can make it pretty. Users. Where am I right now? Users. I agree, that's me. Go to Wild Jam Journey. Heroes Journey assets, weapons. This will be the armor. Okay. Works. And then we need the one for this as well. Is it really gonna default me back to... Yeah, it is. We're gonna go here. We're gonna call this sword. I guess weapon. There we go. All right, we have placeholders now. Yahoo. So this is going to have a sprite. Honestly, we only have 2 sprites to use for now. I'm just gonna make this like a toggleable binary thing. Does that make more sense? What country do you live in? In Texas, it's like 7. I currently live in Japan. I used to live in Texas though. Is it really 7 a.m. in Texas right now? Yes, it is. It's really early. Time CST. 8 a.m. Oh, neat. I kind of miss living in Texas. I liked the people. The state was boring, but the like friends I had were fun. I miss that group. I mean, it's not like they're dead. I still like talk to them occasionally, I suppose. Shouldn't preface it like that, but yeah, it was a cool, cool group. We went dancing and like to concerts and stuff a lot. It was awesome. Don't really have a group like that here in Japan yet. They're going to San Antonio. Yeah, San Antonio is mid as fuck. I don't like San Antonio. I kind of liked Austin. Dallas is where I used to live, and I liked Dallas. Dallas was pretty cool. But again, it was mostly the people, not the area was kind of whatever. Also in the summer, it was so fucking hot. Holy shit. San Antonio, there's nothing to do. There's nothing to do in all of San Antonio. I don't understand how you could make a city made out of 19 overpasses, but apparently it's possible. There's literally nothing in San Antonio. Oh, Houston? Don't even get me fucking started on Houston. Houston is the most boring city of all time. There's nothing. It's an entire city made out of like belt roads. I don't understand how that's possible. What can you do in Houston? Change lanes, I guess. Like, I don't understand. There's martial arts? That's kind of cool. I didn't know about that, actually. All right, I'll give it up. I was not a knower. I was not a knower about the Houston martial arts activities. All I know is that every time I went there, I was bored. I think San Antonio has some stuff. San Antonio has like San Japan, which I don't remember if that's the one we hate or if that's the one we like. It's been a while since I've been to any like anime cons in America. I feel like that was the big one though, was like San Japan was in San Antonio, I think. The only reason I ever went out there, I think. Or that to like visit one of my friends. Everything else was elsewhere. I liked Austin though. You do jujitsu? That's fucking rad, dude. Hell yeah. What were we doing? I make games occasionally. I forgot what we were working on. Oh, the sprite thing. I'm not gonna do this. This is dumb and it's gonna destroy my life later. It will have a sprite, but we'll set the sprite based on the weapon type, and the weapon type will have a texture 2D attached. So, yeah, this will be the item sprite, like this. If it is a sword, it will load the sword sprite. If it is an armor, it'll load the armor sprite. That's basically how this is gonna work. So we need to create the... How do you do this? It's like you create like the texture 2D, and then you store that somewhere. I don't remember exactly how this works. I think you can put it on the resource though. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put it on the resource because I think it's just convenient to have it there, even though not technically like one-to-one with the resource itself. But I'm just gonna put it here. I'm just gonna literally say export var weapon sprite, and then I can just do something here, and then I'm gonna texture 2D. Texture 2D. Export var armor sprite. Texture 2D. And that way, when I do this weapon type, we're gonna set the current sprite. So export var gear sprite is a texture 2D. This will mean that every copy has a reference to both of the textures, but like it's okay, it's not a big deal. We're gonna say this. We're gonna say gear sprites. Actually, we can do it like this. On ready, you are. That's not how that works. We just say var weapon type to sprite like this, and then we can say sword. What did I call it? Weapon, and that'll go to the weapon sprite, and then the other one, yeah, like this. Weapon goes to the weapon sprites, and then the armor goes to the armor sprite. That's armor. We have the weapon and the armor sprites like so. So that's all good to go. And then the last thing that we need is that this will equal the weapon type to sprites. Weapon type like that. Cool. All right, and then in the guild inventory here, we have weapon and armor, which is perfect. That's all we need. So now that sprite will, or the resource will automatically know which like texture 2D to load. And then when we do update gear page, this will be pretty simple. We're just gonna pass in the gear. This needs access to the gear page. This needs to be by unique name. This gear page like that. And then we're gonna say gear page dot update gear page, and we're simply going to pass in the resources like that. So we go to the gear page. gear, and we need to make that. So function update gear page, and this is going to be the gear is an array of gear resources. Yeah. Okay, now this will automatically know how to limit itself. So this will be one-to-one with the like amount of stuff we want to see in the actual page. So I'm not going to worry about clipping like the page contents here. I'm literally going to go top to bottom. The cell will equal the child, like the child index will equal the gear cell that's going to be present here. So for gear resource. Honestly, I feel like people steal the Minecraft icons a lot for like placeholdering, and it's actually kind of hype because it looks good and it's like an icon that you can use. Well, you can't like publish with it, but like it looks good out of the box, and then you can just like update it later. But it still looks like a good placeholder, so it gives you a good idea of like what you're actually doing. And you know that when you have one that doesn't look like garbage, or perhaps like just a giant letter on the screen, that you know it kind of like meshes with the game already. So honestly, kind of big ups to that strategy to a degree. Don't steal resources, but in gear, this should be. I guess this is gear resource. In gear, we're going to get get child, and it's by index. So we actually need to iterate this by index. So gear resource index. And this is int. In gear length. Size? We can iterate. Wait, it's in range gear size. Yeah. So gear resource index is an integer for range in the gear size. So this will say get child 0 dot update cell, and we will pass in the gear resource index, which means you need to make update cell on these cells as well. So this thing here will have a script. A script like this. Class name gear cell extends margin container, and then we need to have function update cell with a gear is a gear resource. This gear resource. This. Okay, and then what this is going to do is it's going to set the item sprite to be visible. So item sprite, we need a reference to this thing. Item sprite.visible equals true. Item sprite.texture is going to equal the gear resource dot weapon sprite. It should be weapon sprite texture, but it's okay. So I'm gonna hit this. Game's gonna crash. Yes. Non-existent function update cell in base grid container. Oh, it's grid. It's we need the grid containers. Get child. Yep. Good points. Okay, try again. I go to the gear. I don't see the sprites, which is a bit of a concern. Let's make sure we're getting here. Okay, so we're here. We have gear 2. We have the container here. So if we go here, we can see the build menu, the gear page. We see all of these gear cells, which is perfect. We're going to go to this one specifically. So let's go to the actual gear cell. This is gear page, so we need the gear cell. Can I get that, please? We're going to go here and make sure that this all updates. So we are here, which is perfect. The item sprite is this thing. Dude, I was just thinking I was saying the word gear a lot. Yeah. Gonna move one forward. Gear. Didn't like that for some reason. Why? Let's try it again. Maybe because I added it mid like thing. It is here. Okay. So the item sprite is this. But it says the texture is empty. Why? Well, what's the resource that you have? Oh, because I never said it. That makes a whole lot of sense. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, no, that's yeah, it makes sense. Save this, and then we should be able to see. I need to do a preload on this. Actually, is the way that this is gonna work. So this will be weapons. I need to do a preload. equals preload this thing. That's the weapon sprite. Sorry, that's the armor sprite. And then the weapon sprite will be this. Yeah. Here we go. Right now. Breakpoint. Your resource is this thing. And it has the... Well, I'm sure glad those aren't in the other order, huh? It has this set, and so I think if we just let this ride, we go to the gear. It does work. It's not quite in the right spot, but that's because this needs to be a texture direct, not a item sprite. My bad. Change type, texture direct. Like that. It's still set texture, so that's fine. And I want this to. Yeah, okay, it should work now. Gear. Look at that. It's an S in the box. Let's go. Wait, why is it? They're both S though. Why? That doesn't make any sense. One is a sword. One is not a sword. But why? Why didn't that work? Why is it? How is it getting the wrong texture set? Go to the guild inventory. We have a new weapon, new armor. So we'll go here. Weapon and armor. Weapon sprite, armor sprite. Those both look fine to me. Do the breakpoint again on the cell. Your cell here. Let's put another pass here. Let's check it one more time. The resources here. The gear resources here. Gear sprite, weapon sprite, armor sprite. This is a weapon, so that makes perfect sense. So next one. It's the gear sprite is A. S-A. How are they both S? It literally... It's not unique to scene. It's not unique to scene. It's not unique to scene, huh? No, that doesn't make it. That's not how the textures work. No. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. I know what to do. You simply alleviate the problem at its source, and you say that you're just deleting the resource. Let's do this. You don't need this. We're just gonna pass in the texture. Weapon type, gear sprite. There you go. Done. Oop. Okay, and then I can just preload this stuff in the guild inventory. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna say weapon. We can actually do an export var up at the top here. So export var weapon texture is a sprite or is a texture 2D. Texture 2D. Export var armor texture. Another texture 2D. That's export like that. And then we can set this thing here. So we can go guild inventory. We should see the... It's export, bro. What? Yeah. I'll get to this in a moment. Setting weapon, weapon texture. The fuck? Weapon texture. And this will be armor texture. I think there's something weird going on with the references, and I don't really care to figure it out, to be honest with you. We do it like this, and then I should be able to do these, and I can just load assets, weapons, the weapon textures like this. Yes, S for weapon, of course. Assets, weapons, A for armor, and then I think this will just work. I did. This is gear sprites. Well, everything makes sense all of a sudden. Gear. SA. Awesome. Go to the tavern, recruit a hero. Gear. Now we need to be able to click and drag and put this into here. And then we're done. And then the weapons work, or the items work. S for steel plate. Okay. So the next next thing, click and drag functionality. Basically, when we click on this thing, we want the thing that we clicked on, we want its sprite to be hidden, but not gone. It should still technically be there, because if we misplace it somewhere, it'll snap back. And by snap back, I mean delete the one on our cursor and turn the sprite back on. So we're gonna click. We're going to drag this somewhere. So when we click on it, it needs to create a new copy of the sprite to put into our mouse cursor. So I'm going to click this, and it'll literally give me a copy of the sprite. On like a, we'll probably actually just always have a node under the mouse of like current drag item or something. And then we can move it, put it somewhere else. So let's do that first. When I click on this thing, create an image, or create a, I guess first create the node that lives right under the mouse the whole time. The thing is, like, do we care if you click it here, if it like where it appears on the cursor? Not really, it's fine. Let's create a node that just tracks the cursor. When we click on something, that node will turn on the sprite of whatever the thing we clicked on is. And also grab a reference to that thing, and then we can move on from there. Cool. Let me commit what we have so far. CD go logic. Status. We added a bunch of stuff. Git add. What all did we do today? Here. Git commit gear pages. We did a bunch of other stuff. Stat gear pages. Encounters. Counter. Git push. Cool. Okay. Unfortunately, I think that I want to keep going. I don't know if I can. I can feel my brain kind of running out of gas. LMAO? What do you mean by LMAO? Is it because you just got here? Always catch the ends? Yeah, I need to change my schedule a little bit, I think. Every single time. I'm sorry. I don't mean it to be like this. I do want to keep going, but I think it is for the best that I call it here. So I can get some rest. But the good news is, like, tomorrow's Friday, so I should be able to get, yeah, I'm gonna get good sleep tonight, and then we'll come back with even more energy and style and panache tomorrow. So, yeah, sorry everybody, I'm a sleepy little guy. I apologize. I'm gonna go take a warm shower and eat a little snack, drink some more tea, and watch some Skyrim videos so I can fall asleep. And I'm not gonna fall asleep on my couch. I'm gonna fall asleep in my bed today, because falling asleep on your couch is inting. And I'm gonna get 9 hours of sleep, and then tomorrow we're gonna stream right when my job is done, and I'm gonna stream for a long time, and it's gonna be awesome. Okay? Okay? Everyone cool with that? That's the plan. Everyone in? Okay. Team on 3. We'll pass off to the one, the only / raid. We'll go church home. My goat. Do it for the stream. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I wish I could. I feel like I have momentum right now. I really wish I could stream longer. I just, brain wise, I think that's all I got, unfortunately. Yeah, thanks for chilling, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow around the same time. Maybe I can push a little bit further into the evening if I get good enough sleep. That would be kind of hype. But until then, take it easy, everybody. If you're on Twitch, hit the follow button. If you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, all that garbage. Also, if you're on YouTube, like the video because it does help a bunch. And if you're on Twitch, you're not allowed to do that, but at least you get to be there for the raid. So there you go. Okay, bye, everybody. See ya.